So yes, we're continuing with the ARR New Game Plus. We left off last week right before Tamtara Deepcroft. So once you open up the duties, which are dungeons in Final Fantasy, you get 3 of them. So we already did Sastasha, which was kind of a it was kind of a disaster. But now we're going to do Tamtara and then at Copper Bell Mines. Hey, BB10! So yeah, we're starting off with the dungeon, and then we'll continue with the main scenario quest, New Game Plus quest line. So, the first beginning of the game, up to about level 30, is just like introducing you guys to the world. It's world building, it's, you know, laying the foundation for what is to come, and it's very, very important, I have to say, because the expansions and the story and everything keep calling back to stuff that happens in ARR. So, believe me, it's worth it in the end. Okay, so we're going to do... Am I on New Game Plus here? Do I have it running? Let's see. Oh, I gotta hit resume. So let us continue with this. Alright, there we go. There. Okay, so I have to run Tamtara Deepcroft, so let's find this in the dungeon finder. Here we go. Oh! Instant queue, instant queue. Let's hope this is better than the last time, though. Oy, oy. I just ran this earlier with my bard because I'm totally leveling a bard now because I have found a program that you can download MIDI files and then play those in the game to other people. So I'm totally going to play Final Fantasy XIV and be playing Silent Hill music in it. I'm going to do it. I don't care. What is this DPS doing? Come on. Come on. Just hit accept. What's going on? Oh, do I have the music turned off? No? Oh my god. Alright. Come on now. There we go. Finally. This should be a pretty quick dungeon. This is not very hard. Actually, the earlier ones aren't. But, oh, that guy's got a pumpkin. He's got a jack-o'-lantern on his head. Look at this dude. Oh, I love it. I love it. Yeah, you see people in these dungeons with, like, crazy, like, outfits on and stuff. It's great. Alright, so we got a guy who's just gonna pull everything. Got it. Which is honestly fine. I don't care. I can handle it, but, wall-to-wall pulling now. Oh, God. If he can stay alive. And he's going. He's pulling more. This is pretty much what dungeons are in the Duty Finder. Tank just pulling everything. So if people are a little worried about that, like they can't handle it as a healer, highly suggest maybe going with friends or... Because I do that with some of my friends. Alright. Even though I don't think this guy is actually... This tank is new though. The Sprout, and he's I think it's Gladiator, is that what it is? I don't always remember the the little symbols. I'll try and DPS a little bit here. Now, the cool thing about this, they haven't really done it recently in Shadowbringers, but they would take these dungeons, like older dungeons, and they would like remix them and have different story, different encounters, different monsters and stuff, and re-release them as a hard mode. And the one of this is actually pretty good. It's pretty good. I may run that for you guys because it's kind of creepy. It's one of the creepier dungeons. And the story's pretty creepy. But I would probably do that unsynced because I'd have to read you guys the journals. Reading the journals is creepy too. I'd have to read the journals and why couldn't I get that one? Whatever. And people aren't going to wait for me to read the journals. They are not. And I don't have, like, these Lobi dungeons, I don't have all of my abilities because you get scaled down and they take away basically most of your abilities, but once I get holy, just you guys wait. I'm gonna be a holy spammy loon. Spamming holy like crazy. Ah, shit. I'm getting damage here, too. For fuck's sake. Oy. I think, well, at least we'll get through this one fast. At least there is that. These are kind of like, I don't know if these would be considered boss. Well, it's the boss music. So, I guess they are considered boss. The dungeons and trials are like single boss raids. And the raids themselves get much more interesting and complex the further you go into the game. I love how they work the prelude into some of the music. You guys know what the prelude is if you played Final Fantasy before. You've never played a Final Fantasy in your entire life? Oh my god. Well, I played 7, 8, and 10. And, and I remember watching my brother play the first one way, way back in the NES days when it first released. So I watched him play that. Ah, shit. This guy's gonna die. There's a lot of, I tried playing 13. I actually bought it, and I was really, really going to play it. And then, I played about an hour, I'm like, yeah, I don't like this. And I stopped, and I sold it. Sorry to say. But there's a lot of, Easter eggs and callbacks and you know, from all the other Final Fantasy games in this. So if you were ever familiar with it, you would, you know, you'd be like, oh my gosh, there's that, or there's that character, or that class, or whatever. You know, you'll be like, or even the abilities. A lot of them are named similar. But, and this is a very big but with 2 T's, you do not need to have played a Final Fantasy game to enjoy this game either. So that's actually a good thing. We're almost done with this one. And that is like 2 quests, and then we hop right into Copper Bell Mines. And that one, ugh, I really don't like that dungeon. I mean, it's not bad. It's just long, and the second boss fight is a pain in the ass because you can't DPS or anything for a while. It's just, But I will probably have to do the 1,000 Maws of Totorak, which is like the 4th dungeon, I think. Unsynced, because there's a very, very long cutscene right at the end, right before the final boss, and in order for you guys to see it, I would have to sit there in the cutscene, and most groups just do not wait. They'll go and just kill the boss without me, so that's fine. Or they'll try to. I'll probably die. Maybe. Probably shouldn't do it without their healer, but okay, final boss time. Like I said, these are very simple, and the fights themselves are fairly simple too. I'm just not looking forward to having to do Aurum Vale for you guys. You'll know when I get there. Everybody is always hates Aurum Vale. Ugh. It's not hard, it's just that people are impatient, and because they're impatient they run and grab way more trash than they should, and there's usually some wipes. Cassie were here, she would tell you. She'd tell you too. But she's, oh, here we go. Hopefully she'll pop up a little bit. Who summons me from the void to reside within this crude vessel? Crude vessel? Kinda does, a little bit. Not as strong as Cthulhu, though. Alright, come on, buddy, let's go. Stop there. noes. Oh noes, they're coming for me. Shit. Alright, we're fine. We're good. I'm killing the big guy, though. Ugh. Oh, big guy. Dang it. This dude. Alright. Oh shit. I forgot. Speaking of, I need to put limit break on my bard. I totally forgot to do that earlier. On his what do you call it? Tap ability bar. Yes, a spoony bard. I love it. I love the jack-o'-lantern. I love that shit so much. Alright, so let's give a commendation to the tank. He was fine. Agreed. Agreed. Alright, so let's see what we got here. Let's see if we actually get a line. Yes! One line. Alright, I'll turn that in later, but yeah, boy. Got a line. I don't need this stuff. Let's get out of here. Alright, so yeah, I had it read, and it gave me a line. Alright, so we are done with that. Now we gotta go report to Mune, Mother Mune. See what we do here. Oh, I can't drink again, because if I do, I will never be able to read all the dialogue out loud in this game. It gets better. It gets better once you get into Heaven's Ward, but ARR is very ornate. Not that I can't really do much now anyways. The ice that I had yesterday is mostly melted. And the fridge and freezer is still... Yes! I'm playing Final Fantasy today, Cappy. Oh shit, why am I doing this? Why am I going there? Shit. I need to talk to Mother Mew. I'm so used to just running into inn and go checking on my retainers. Alright, let's go talk to her. Welcome back, Rislin. I'm reliably informed that your foray into the Deep Croft was a success. Nor did I expect anything less. You've made such a habit of succeeding that it's difficult not to take your talents for granted. Rest assured, however, Mother is impressed, even if she isn't surprised. Lord Lewin asked me to pass on his thanks. I must say, it's something of a relief to be able to call upon such a capable adventurer. Sadly, death has become an ever more common occurrence within our fraternity of late. Times being what they are, the guild is constantly inundated with petitions, and we are hard-pressed to find enough hands to deal with them all. While this means no shortage of work for able souls such as yourself, it also provides ample opportunity for the inexperienced to overreach themselves, with predictable consequences. As if to illustrate the point. Oh boy. I love this part. Aver's gone, and it's all your fault. If it hadn't taken you an age to heal him, he would still be alive. But I tried. He bolted out of range right before he could finish the spell. I'm gonna tell you, that shit happens all the time. It does. He shouldn't have been so hard pressed in the first place. We should have done more to lighten his burden. Bah! To the hells with this pathetic excuse for a party. I'm leaving, and it'd be too soon if I never see your faces again. Goodbye and good riddance. I'm leaving as well. I doubt this comes as any surprise, but I never liked you. I only suffered you for your healing, but you couldn't even do that one thing right. Cruel though this may sound, you brought this upon yourself. Oh, and by the way, and by way of some parting advice, get rid of Avir's head. Bury it, cremate it, do whatever the hell you like with it. But for God's sake, stop carrying it around. It's just get rid of it, all right? Hold on, she's got his head. Wait, don't leave me, please. I'm so sorry, Avir. Please forgive me. Poor Edda. Scenes like this have become all too common. That makes 12 times in half as many days. Now you see why I'm grateful for adventurers of your experience. I can send women like you on a mission without worrying that you might not return. Well, not so much at any rate. Speaking of missions, I would entrust you with another. About a bell ago, I received a message from my counterpart in Ul'dah. She seeks the services of a reliable adventurer, and you are nothing if not reliable. If you think you might be interested in this task, say the word and I will be glad to share the details with you. Of course I am. I am very interested. Alright. So, you're not averse to taking a little trip. Wonderful. As I mentioned earlier, the request comes to us from the Adventurers Guild in Ul'dah. Once you arrive, seek out Momodi, the proprietress of the Quicksand. Think of her as the Sultanate's version of myself. Chances are she'll send you into the midst of danger, but I have every confidence that you will pull through unscathed. Now, off you go, Rizlin, and good luck. Alright, time to go to Ul'dah. Have we been here yet? Yeah, we were here once. I think. We were. Yeah, like people jumping around and stuff. Alright, so we need to go to the Quicksand. That is at the Adventurers Guild. This is gonna send us right into Copper Bell Mines. I'm just out telling you. Welcome to the Quicksand, friend. I'm a tad busy right now, if you wouldn't mind showing yourself to. Judging by your determined expression, I take it you ain't here for ale. Are you called Rizlin Hollis by any chance? You sent word that you'd be reporting for duty. She also made a point of calling you the adventurer of the moment. That ain't no small praise coming from her. But she didn't come all the way here to listen to my prattle. Doubtless you're eager to get started, so let's talk business, shall we? Yes, we shall. The petitioner ought to be arriving any moment now. God's almighty! Another second under that sun and I would have been set afire. A tankard of ale, if you would be so kind. Excellent timing, Papa Shan. It just so happens the adventurer who will be handling your petition is here. So this winsome lass is the much-lauded adventurer, is she? Marvelous, marvelous. My pleasure to make your acquaintance, milady. I am Papa Shan, formerly of the Sultan Sworn. I thank you for agreeing to lend us your aid. Mayhap you'd like to apprise Rizlin of her mission? Yes, of course. The petition in question was submitted by an acquaintance of mine at Amagina & Sons Mineral Concern. It relates to an unfortunate development at Copper Bell Mines. To be plain, giants have seized control of the place. These giants are of the clan known as the... oh god, I don't know how to say this. Hecaton Chairs, I guess? Fearsome creatures who were sealed within the deepest depths of the mines during the bygone Thorn dynasty. Alas, it seems they have managed to break through the layer of rock which served to imprison them, and now prowl the tunnels where the miners ply their trade. The creatures are justifiably angry about their treatment at the hands of our ancestors, and their presence has forced the suspension of all mining activities on the site. It's no wonder they're angry. Didn't the Thorn dynasty come to an end over 300 years ago? You know your history well, milady. The people of that age used the Hecaton chairs, I guess that's what I'm going to say, to work their mines. By way of enchanted enchanted helm. Yes, I'm playing it, Glenn. They were able to bind the ferocious creatures to their will, but as is oft the way in such tales, these enchantments eventually failed, and the slaves rose up against their masters. In a desperate bid to contain the unbridled fury of the Heckinton shares, our ancestors induced the collapse of the mine's lowermost levels. So it was that the great giant revolt was ended, buried beneath 100,000 tons of rock. Well now, that's got me thinking. I seem to recall there being an article about Copperbell in the Mithril Eye a fortnight or so ago. It said the mines were being reopened so as to meet the rise in demand for building materials. Like as not, our boys dug a bit too deep and freed the giants. Gods, to think the poor creatures are still living and kicking after 3 centuries. That's a long time to nurse a grudge. They must be seething. Indeed, and that makes them a danger to us all. There will be no mining at Copperbell so long as they remain. For the sake of both peace and prosperity, they must be subdued. This is the task which we would have you undertake. I'll not deny that the mission will be rife with danger, but our need is great, and so I beg you, put an end to this sorry business. God bless you. I feared you might have reservations, but I assure you it is for the best. In case you don't know, Copperbell mines are in western Thanalan. Take care, you hear? And one last thing before you depart. An employee of Abogina & Sons is presently at the quicksand. The fellow's name is Painted Mesa, and he knows Copperbell mines well. It may behoove you to seek his counsel. Oh, there's a, he's not in here, but Spooky Trevor is hosting me, so I see he's kicking around somewhere. Alright. Looking for Painted Mesa. You found him. So you're the adventurer who's volunteered to deal with the mess down in Copperbell, are ya? You've got guts, miss. I just hope you got skills to go with them, 'cause things ain't pretty down there. The Heckinton shares have left the place in a right state, and nary a week after mining resumed. I don't know if you know this, but Copperbell was old when the second old dynasty was still young, and it was abandoned centuries ago. If it hadn't been for the shortage of materials needed for the rebuilding effort, the concern would never have thought to reopen it. We knew full well about the giants beforehand, but the project went ahead anyway. I mean, nothing could possibly survive being buried under a mountain's worth of rock for 3 centuries, right? Wrong! Our miners dug up more than they'd bargained for. One swing of the pickaxe too many, and they found themselves in the company of giants. Unless we can subdue them, the nation's glorious recovery will grind to a halt for want of aught to build with. The stone torches are keeping watch over the entrance in case the giants fancy some sunlight and fresh air. One of them will be able to show you the way in. The hope of the nation's resting on you, friend. Best of luck. Alright, that was a mouthful. All of my glamour prisms are selling. Oh, they're selling. Okay, so we got to get over to the Copperbell mines now. Yes, this is New Game Plus. So I'm playing on, Rosalind Hollis, which is my main character. Yeah, I do have some gil. I have a little bit of gil. I'm not gonna lie. So actually, playing it on New Game Plus is going to help. It's going to be a lot less downtime for people who are watching. So you're not going to see me running around, flying around, doing stuff. I have all these rights open. Alright, here we go. There's been an incident inside Copperbell Mines. We are here to ensure that its effects are contained, but for your own safety, I suggest you stay well away from here. What? You're the adventurer who's volunteered to quell the Heckinton chairs? I didn't think that Papashan would be able to find someone so quickly, if at all. The giants are content to wreak havoc inside the mines for now, but it's only a matter of time before they think to come outside. The sooner you see to them, the better. Make ready as best as you can, and enter at will. Alright, Copperbell Mines, here we go. Here we come. Alright, so that's open. Let's do this. So, the whole story about this, the mines where these guys were slaves and now we're killing them, I feel bad. I really feel bad for these giants. So, all right, let's go. Oh, I have almost 54 million gil right now, though. I have about 54 million if you count what's on all of my retainers. You know what? There's really not much to spend it on, other than housing. And we're hoping when they opened up the Ishgardian housing in the next expansion that we can get a bigger, free company house. At least a medium free company house. I'd like at least that, but we'll see. Ooh, lots of sprouts. Oh yeah, these are all babies. These are all baby players. This could be interesting. Oh no. Oh no. Who's doing it again? No tank stance. Damn it. At least he turned it on. At least he turned it on. So, you know what the thing is when you're new to this, and I don't know why they do it in this game, but as a tank, every time you enter in a dungeon, it turns tank stance off. So new players don't realize that. So a lot of times you end up in a dungeon and with oh boy, and our tank left. Okay. What? I just said tank stance. Okay. You know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna have to start tanking these things, aren't I? Assuming they put us in the queue. I would totally turn it. I can't do. Oh my god. Yeah, we are on different data centers, but eventually they're going to allow everybody to be able to jump in. They're going to do the data center. Fuck. Let's see. Kind of. You'll be able to travel. Like, everybody, I'm pretty sure everyone in the world should be able to play with each other at that point. Which would be really cool, because then we could pop in together, when I stream this, Gabby and Glenn can come and play with me. That would be really fun. I would turn into a tank, but that doesn't let you do it. Well, it's saying you find him. Without the E. Was it me? Was it really me? Did me saying tank stance cause the guy to leave? I mean, I was just trying to be. It would have. Alright. So I guess we're just gonna do bee's knees here. Oh, I can't do them. Well, here's my emotes. What are my favorites? There we go. I'm gonna do some dancing. Could be Tankxiety. But I wouldn't get upset about that. I mean... No. If he died, it would have showed he was, It would have showed him offline. It wouldn't have been out of the group. Well, there are a lot of new people in the game who are coming in from the game that shall not be named. And they are very... Oh, there we go, thank God. They are very touchy. So I think that's part of the problem. And also they're used to people being quite... Oh, this guy's like totally badass looking. They're used to peeping. They're used to people like giving them shit if they don't know it, and we don't do that. We really don't do that in this game. But like they get anxious and scared because in the other game that shall not be named, they will get so much shit. So okay, wow, okay, and wow. That's what I'm saying. Alright, I'm just having this guy just pull everything. He's clearly... I think that's the relic weapon. Like, the end game relic weapon, so... In the final version of it, so we got this. It's fine. If only I had Holy, I would be so happy. You guys don't know how much I love spamming Holy. Yeah, there are pickaxes down here. I don't think you can actually wield a pickaxe in this game, though. Can you? Is there a pickaxe? I'm gonna have to find out. I'm gonna have to find out which class can do it. Because, I would totally level it just to wield a pickaxe. Holy? Oh, you mean as a white mage? Yes, white mage is very, very slow in basically all of ARR. But once you get up to, once you get into Heaven's Word, it gets a lot better. He's discussing Final Fantasy, Glenn. That's important. But no. Oh, I do like playing Dragoon lower level, though. But the thing is, I'd sit in queue for 20 minutes. I don't want to sit in queue for 20 minutes. I prefer doing lower level stuff. ARR stuff on my Dragoon. And I love them. I love the class. Okay, good. Everything is now right with the world. I do. Oh yeah, I do have a miner. I'll show you guys my pickaxe when I'm done in here. I do have one. But you can't really pickaxe much to death as the miner. You just you just pickaxe rocks to death. Yeah. That's pretty much it. Man, I cannot wait until I get to, like, Castrum and Praetorium for you guys. Oh, I love it. I love it. That's gonna be fun stuff. My Chocobo's not leveled up nearly high enough as I need. I gotta work on her a little bit more. Oh. Yeah, the dungeons definitely get more dynamic and interesting in Heaven's Word. How far have you guys gotten? How far have you gotten, Gabby? Or are you? I don't want to spoil anything. Actually, I really don't want to spoil anything for anybody who hasn't played and is watching. But I've done that a couple of times too. It does. I usually can get away, but okay, yeah. Heaven's Word. I'm gonna tell you right now. As much as everybody says Shadowbringers is great, and it is really great. I fucking loved Heaven's Word. That was it's my favorite. I loved it so much. So, plus it has my husbando, so that makes me happy. Oh yes. Oh yes. He is. Well, it's either him or Gaius. You guys know how much I love Gaius, right? Cassie knows. I'm kind of half paying attention. I don't know what I do, but let's see. Come on. What is going on? Oh man. Well, he's following after me. Alright. This dungeon is just too long. This isn't the one with... What is his name? Oh. The big dude who does the... I can't remember his name. He does the AoE slice. I can't remember his name. That one's always a pain in the ass as a melee. I don't even know why I'm reading this stuff. It seems just kind of from reading chat here that most of these guys came from WoW too, which is fine. There's a huge exodus, even though they did announce the patch, and I think it's coming at the end of the month because it was like a huge 7-month drought in their expansion. But I think that was kind of the point where it got people. A lot of people just was able to detach themselves from the game. Something that I did 2 years ago, and I'm so happy I did. Yeah, you can't fight him yet, though. He doesn't really take damage. You gotta blow him up. So this is the fight where I, as a healer, I mean, even a DPS, you can't really do much. I gotta get this. No. See, they keep splitting and splitting and splitting until at a certain point you can kill them. Oh, can't kill them yet. I see what they were doing with this. They were trying to put more mechanics into the game, but I just really don't like this boss. It takes so freaking long. This should be the last of it, I think. Now we can kill him. Coin Counter, that's his name. I don't know if he's in here or not. I don't think he is. No, this isn't Coin Counter. I don't remember which dungeon he's in. He used to, like, wipe the melee in this, like, crazy. I remember the first time I went in there to do it on my Dragoon. I did it with my, one of my friends in my free company, and he was convinced. Is it? No, it's not Orenvale, is it? Anyways, he was convinced that I was gonna wipe, and nope. I did not take a single hit from him. I was so proud. So proud. And, oh god, Orenvale. I'm not looking for that one either. He's easy. I admit it, but he didn't used to be though. They didn't, they added the, telegraph in one of the 5 whatever, the patches for Shadowbringers. Before, he didn't have the telegraph, so you would have to look for the emote of him about to do his swing and get out of there, and nobody ever saw it. It did get much easier. Slaves no more! Free! Free! I really do feel bad for these guys. Seriously. Oh boy. I don't know. I think this guy's pretty easy. I think he's easier than Coin Counter. Honestly, the DPS don't even really need to worry about those guys. And done. Alright, now we can get back to the MSQ. Alright, I'll give it to this guy. Ooh, below orchestration level. Whatever, these people can have it. Alright. Let us continue. Where are we going? Report to Painted Mesa. Alright, so we're done with the dungeons for a little while. I'm pretty sure. We'll probably have a few solo duties here. Oh, okay, here's the solo duty. I think I'm gonna do this on my Dragoon, though. Alright. Yeah, we'll do it on normal. I don't remember what this is. Ah, the Conqueror of Copper Bell returns. Thanks to you, our mining operations can resume, and Ulda will have the materials she needs to rebuild. The entire nation's in your debt, friend. I'll share the good tidings with Papashan the next time I see him. As for you, you'll want to report to Momodi. It'll do the woman well to see you alive and in one piece. Oh boy. Shut your mouth, you thieving little swine! You stole from me! Don't even think to deny it. Please, sir, I didn't steal nothing. I bought this. Paid for it with my own coin. What rot. You refugees are all the same. Couldn't afford maggoty mole meat, much less a choice cut of dodo. I'm going to say it one more time. Give back what you stole, or I'll make you wish you'd never set foot in this town. By rights, I should turn you over to the Brass Blades, you know. Help keep the streets safe for law-abiding citizens. But I'm a reasonable man. If you agree to serve me, whatever capacity I require, the authorities needn't hear of your crime. What? Whatever capacity? Okay, I gotta kick this guy's ass. I ain't done nothing wrong. 12 is me witness. Please, adventurer, help me, I beg of ya. I swear on me mother's grave, I didn't steal nothing. I bought this with the coin I'd saved. I only wanted to treat my children to a decent meal. And who the hells are you when you're at home? Wait. And who the hells are you when you're at home? This is Dog's master? I don't know how. That makes sense to me. I've had enough of this mummer's farce. You lot, teach them a lesson. Alright, time to kick some ass. We're gonna handle this. There we go. Maybe. Come on. Alright, there we go. And I have barely any of my abilities. Alright, fine. Oh, I don't even have Chaos Thrust. Oh my god. This is gonna be... At least this looks pretty flashy. Even the low abilities on Dragoon looks flashy. Oh, dead. That was that's a quick. They made quick work of that. I ain't getting paid enough for this. Hey, where the hell do you think you're going? Thank you, kind adventurer. Thank you thrice over. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. It's the echo. Except you guys don't know what the echo is yet. I swear there were more refugees than when last I looked. And you wouldn't be mistaken. But it's been 5 years since the calamity. Why are they only coming here now? Dude, this guy has big lips. It's really simple. While a number of hamlets survived the immediate aftermath of the calamity, many were no longer able to support their communities. The residents found their lands had either been rendered barren or cut off from trade routes, and problems like those aren't easily solved. Though they tried to make the best of it, it was only a matter of time before they were forced to abandon their homes and seek a new life in the city. I see. But the calamity affected the whole realm, didn't it? Is the same thing happening in the other cities? If the talk is true, yes. Though perhaps our situation is more pronounced. Ul'dah has a reputation for being prosperous, so it's natural that the refugees would try their luck here first. My heart goes out to them, it truly does, but I would be lying if I said that I wasn't apprehensive. I hope their presence doesn't foment lawlessness in the city. Well, if things do take a turn for the worse, we always have the immortal flames. I dare say the brass blades would welcome their help. The heroes who fought the Garlean Empire, patrolling the streets for riffraff. It may come to that. Or it may well come to that. Impoverished and desperate as they are, you may be sure that some of the refugees will turn to crime. You know what this place is like. If you've no coin, you've no hope. It's not the Garlic Empire. What will become of our city? Not all refugees are bad, mind you. Some are able to find employment and lead honest lives. Dodo tenderloins. Get your Dodo tenderloins. Guaranteed cheapest in Thanalan. Thank you for your custom, madam. Please come again. Looking around, you'd think that Ul'dah was well on its way to recovery. But peer through the veil of prosperity and you'll see no end to the misery and suffering. Madam, are you all right? What now? You mean to threaten a defenseless citizen? What? You saw her buy that meat, you say? That's absurd. Aye, as did I. Leave the poor woman alone, you damnable vulture. Who said that? Damn it. Grrr. I will overlook this, but just this once. God bless you, adventurer. If you hadn't come along when you did, who knows what that monster might have done. I don't bear thinking about it. Oi. Oi. Somebody did say something. I wonder if I'm going to come across them. Case closed. Hello again. Oh, it's Ida. We have been keeping a close eye on you ever since you left Grodania. You discharged your duty as envoy impeccably and never once faltered in the face of myriad dangers. But more importantly, you were always ready to help those in need, even if you didn't stand to earn a gil by doing so. You are possessed of all the qualities we seek in an adventurer. Of this we are convinced. Even if you were kind of dragged into that business with the dodo meat. Yes, thank you, Ida. And then there is the matter of your gift. I dare say you are curious as to the nature of the vision you bore witness to moments ago. Well, we can help you to understand it. You're not the only one with that power, you know. We have a friend who has it too, and we'd love for you to meet her. And meeting her is only the beginning, for we would also have you lend your strength to our cause. In return, we should be glad to assist your adventuring endeavors in whatever way we are able. Should you decide to take us up on our offer, and I sincerely hope you will, pray speak with Momodi. The proprietress of the Quicksand is a good friend of ours. She will tell you where to find us. I know. I know. I'm not going to say anything like that. Wait a minute. We haven't even told you the name of our order. We're the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, Defenders of Justice. Oh, but don't tell anyone, except for Momodi. She already knows. Oh boy. Alright. Looks like we're going to meet the Scions. No, they're not. They're not. Scenes like that are becoming ever more common, I'm afraid. Don't worry, though. If you work hard, you'll probably be all right. Saying that, if you ever find yourself in a spot of bother, come and see me. Just don't go pestering every time you graze your knee, eh? Of course, I do enjoy hearing tell of a gentleman's woes with the womenfolk from time to time. Ah, Brislin, sorry to keep you waiting. I was just providing guidance to a fresh-off-the-carriage adventurer. But, gods, it's good to see you safe and well. To look at you, no one would ever guess you'd been hard at it with giants in the dark. You're every ilm the adventurer Mion said you'd be, Rislin. The station master will be overjoyed when he hears the news. Oh, before I forget, there's a lass here who wants a word with you. Didn't actually know your name, but hearing her description, I knew who she meant right away. Oh boy, it's Zeta. Thank you for sparing the time. I realize you don't know me, but I've been longing to speak with you for a while now. My name is Etta. I'm an adventurer like you, though I'm not very good at being one, if truth be told. Anyway, I was adventuring with my friends in Gridania when... I'm sorry. We were in Gridania when the leader of our party was killed. His name was Avir, and he and I were to be wed in the spring. You may not remember him, but to say that he remembered you would be an understatement. He would sing your praises from dusk to dawn, or dawn to dusk. He saw you for what you are. You see, an adventurer's adventure. Wait, an adventurer's adventurer, and he swore that he would be like you one day. I love the storyline. It's great. I am going to do that side dungeon for them, though. I believe that he would have succeeded had Athene not robbed him of the chance. Since that day, I have thought long and hard about giving up adventuring. But when I think of the woman who you are, of all that you've achieved, I find that I am inspired just as Avir once was. And so I've decided to start again as an adventurer. I will go back to the village of my birth and begin my training anew. But I wanted to meet you first, to ask you your name. Rislin Hollis. I shan't forget. Thank you, Rislin Hollis. I pray that we will meet again. Fare you well. Adventuring can be a cruel, bleeding business. Time was, I didn't know why anyone would bother. When they first asked me to take charge of the guild here, I didn't want aught to do with you lot. Thought it'd be a right pain in the arse looking after you all. But against my better judgment, I decided to accept this post. I'm full glad I did. I feel privileged to be a part of your lives. And that goes double for yours, Rislin. What did you say? You want to know about the Scions of the Seventh Dawn? You're beginning to move in earnest, then. Listen, Rislin, the Scions ain't no ordinary folk, and the work they do ain't no ordinary work. I know full well how capable you are, but even you would think twice about attempting some of the stuff they do. Knowing that, if you're still certain you want to get involved, I'll tell you what I can. Oh boy. Oh boy. Do I really want to get involved with these shady folk? I don't know. Let's see. So you want to know more then, do you? Well, ain't that a surprise. I swear, if I painted certain death on one door and limitless wealth on the other, 9 out of 10 adventurers would go for the first, and the other bloke wouldn't be able to choose on account of being Ulden. Anyway, don't say I didn't warn you. First of all, if you're wondering whether you can trust these Scions of the Seventh Dawn, you can. They're good people who've made it their mission to solve some of Eorzea's most pressing problems. Of course, that ain't no small task, and so they're always looking for dependable individuals to join them, and individuals like you, Rislin. Now, I've been given leave to tell you where to find the Scions, but you must promise to keep this information to yourself. As you can probably imagine, it's something Eorzea's enemies would very much like to know. The Scions are headquartered in Vesper Bay, out in western Thanalan. The place you're looking for is called the Waken Sands. Give your name to whoever's at the entrance, and you'll be let in. You're a woman in demand, Rislin, and the days ahead promise to be busy, but I hope you won't forget about them as helped make you into the adventurer you are. Drop in and tell them how you're faring from time to time. You hear? Right, well, I've said my piece. Off you go. Alright, off to the Waken Sands. Just saying, we're going to be seeing a lot of this place. Alright. At least I can fly through here this now. Before you just had to run. And it was worse when you were running on foot. At least when you got your mount, you could, it was a little faster, but... I might have to do some of Hildebrand's story for you guys too, because that's fun stuff. Hildebrand's storyline is great. That's good stuff. Dang it! Okay. Deep in the desert of my heart, a lonely flower blooms. That's as much hair singing as you're gonna get out of me. Oh shit. Yearning for the heavens above to quench my thirst for you. Tra-la-la-la-la-la-la. I love Totaro. She's so sweet. Wah! I would thank you not to sneak up on me like that. Now, please be advised that this is private property. Unless you have pertinent business here, I must ask you to... It is 1 out of 10. Here at the behest of Ida and Papolimo. My sincerest apologies. May I please have your name? Rislin Hallis. Rislin Hallis. Ah, here you are. I bid you welcome to the Waking Sands, headquarters of the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. My name is Totaro, and I look forward to assisting you during your time with us. The antecedent is within the solar. I shall let her know to expect you. Alrighty then, into the solar. Azumarill, what? Oh, in here. No, in here. I don't even know what that is. I take it you are Rislin Hollis. Totaro sent word that you had arrived. Lady Minfilia has eagerly awaited your coming. This way, if you please. Oh, that? No, that was actually a little pet that comes off of one of the bosses in the most recent dungeons. It's just a little... I don't know what the heck it is. It's cute, though.
So you're the adventurer of whom I've heard so much.
Oh, shit. I gotta use the button.
Well met, friend. My name is Minfilia, and I lead the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. I have awaited your coming. Please, be at ease. You are among friends here.
Am I? Who are all these people? Aw. So sweet.
No doubt you are ripe to burst with questions. But have patience. All will be revealed in time. First, let me begin by telling you who we are and what we do. We are the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, an order that transcends political boundaries. Our single objective is the preservation of the future of Eorzea. Among our gravest concerns are the godlike beings known as the Primals. Their existence is a bane upon Eorzea, nay, the world at large, and we have striven to find a lasting solution to the threat they pose. Our order is home to a number of individuals who, like you, possess a rare and special talent. This talent takes various forms, but one holds particular interest for us. Tell me, have you ever experienced a sudden, inexplicable loss of consciousness?
After drinking?
Have you ever had the sensation of being pulled away from reality? Felt as though you were hovering in space? A mind without a body?
After drinking?
All these things are the manifestations of your talent. Yours is the power to transcend the boundaries of the soul, a power known as the Echo. The Echo allows you to pass through the walls of a man's soul and hear the resonations of his past.
I'm not drinking today. Number one, because I don't have ice yet. Number two, there's no way I can read through this dialogue.
You will be there in his
Mushmouth.
memories and see things as he saw them. You may even interact with that which you see, though you cannot change the outcome of events.
So basically, the Echo is, my ability is I just get flashbacks. Random flashbacks at random times.
For another blessing, the Echo will enable you to know a man's mind even if you cannot comprehend his words.
Really?
In short, the Echo is a truly extraordinary power. And this power is strong within you. It is only a shame that we cannot use it whensoever we choose. That's right. I too possess the Echo.
You don't say.
With that established, let us return to the subject of the primals. So long as they exist, the realm cannot take so much as a single step towards true peace. Measures must be taken. Measures which transcend boundaries, be they of faction, race, language, or creed. And to do so, the Scions require the aid of those with our talent. Make no mistake, the Echo will be instrumental in dealing with the primal threat. Without it, we cannot hope to save the realm. I know not what it is you desire for yourself, nor what it was that first brought you to Eorzea. But I firmly believe that the power we possess was given to us for a purpose. Why else would the gods entrust man with a gift so extraordinary, if not to have him use it? And so I implore you, lend us your power.
Let me think about that. Naturally, your aid will not go unrewarded. We are fortunate to have a number of influential allies, and at a word from me, they will gladly afford you certain privileges that might otherwise be denied. The right to employ retainers, for example. Are you familiar with them? They are individuals who may be relied upon to manage your assets and belongings on your behalf. Well, yes, I do have. I have a whole slew of butlers. Thank you very much. The papers you requested, my lady. Not lewd. Thank you, Tataru. The pleasure is mine, my lady. By way of a welcoming gift, I have taken the liberty of adding your name to the retainer's registry. As of now, you are entitled to employ the services of a retainer. You will need to consult a retainer vocate regarding the particulars of this arrangement, but believe me when I say that retainers will prove invaluable to you in your adventuring endeavors. Let this gesture serve as evidence of our commitment to do all in our power to facilitate your personal objectives. In return, we ask that you aid us to the fullest extent of your talents. A mutually beneficial relationship, I am sure you will agree, and one which serves the greater good besides. Well, that was a veritable lecture, was it not? Forgive me, but it is important that all concerned are aware of what is expected of them. Now you know our purpose and what we can offer you. I invite you to consider joining us. When you have come to a decision, you may tell me without fear of censure. In good faith, I shall entrust you with our order's password, which our members use to reach one another when afield. It is Wild Rose. Pray keep it safe. Well, what am I going to do with it? And yes, I love Tataru. I love her. Anybody who does not love Tataru is evil. I'm just saying. Alright, I don't need to learn that. I already have retainers. We Scions have but one objective, to safeguard the future of Eorzea. Among our gravest concerns are the godlike beings known as the primals. Long have we striven to find a lasting solution to the threat they pose. I know not what it is you desire for yourself, nor what it was that first brought you to Eorzea, but I firmly believe that the power we possess was given to us for a purpose. Pray consider this when you give me your answer, Wislin. Oh boy, we actually get to pick something here. Yours is, the dangers are great. I think I'm just gonna go. I will go whither the wild rose blooms.
I take it you will help us.
Yes?
Wonderful. I knew you wouldn't let us down. But come, I would introduce you to your friends in the Order. Tell me, does the name Charlian ring any bells?
Maybe?
It used to be one of Eorzea's 6 city-states, and was situated in the northwest of Aldenard. The Sharlians were the keepers of wisdom both old and new. Their mastery over magic and ether was unsurpassed, and even the Garleans knew to fear them. Among their number, there were a noble few who devoted their lives to safeguarding the future of Eorzea. When the realm began its descent into chaos, and their countrymen fled for the motherland, they alone chose to remain here. These noble men and women were called the Archons. Those same brave souls stand before you now. The masked woman is Ida, and beside her is Popalimo. The two are charged with surveying the Twelveswood.
Hello there.
Welcome! I had every confidence that you would agree to help us.
Me too. Okay, my turn to introduce someone. That there is Thancred.
He is our man here in Ul'dah, Jewel of the Desert.
Welcome to the team.
Oh, his voice is different. Very different.
If I may, the lovely maiden beside me is named Y'shtola. Limsa Lominsa has the pleasure of being under her care.
And BB10's waifu.
Greetings. Last but not least is Urianger, who presides over all affairs within these halls. Pray seek him out whenever you have questions.
No, I'm not going to.
Dawn may banish even the darkest night.
I am not looking forward to reading his lines. She's a cat girl.
The words of a dear friend. I'm glad of our meeting.
At the Battle of Carteneau, our leader was taken from us. But we did not stray from our purpose. We sought out Minfilia and others with her talent, and together established the Scions of the 7th Dawn.
Along with the Archons, those blessed with the Echo play a pivotal role in our endeavor to forge a brighter tomorrow for the realm. Oh, I should also introduce you to Tataru, our clerk. She ensures that everything runs smoothly.
Pleased to make your acquaintance.
So adorable.
In time, I hope you will come to think of us as family.
She's a Popoto after my own heart.
But without further ado, I would assign you your first task. Urianger, have the documents arrived from the students of Baldessian?
Aye, my lady. They arrived but recently.
We have received a request for aid from the Immortal Flames. Thancred, would you do the honors?
It would be my pleasure. Some days ago, a crystal caravan registered to Amagina and Sons mineral concern was waylaid and divested of its cargo. But there is more. Within a bell of the robbery, several people were reported missing from the shantytown outside the city.
At a glance, one would assume the involvement of bandits, kidnappers, and coincidence. Such crimes are hardly uncommon, and the Immortal Flames deal with their like almost every day. However, this time we have reason to believe that a primal is involved.
You don't say.
Aye. The evidence left behind implicates the Emolja, who are known worshippers of Ifrit. If we then consider the objects that were taken, there is no room left for doubt. The crimes were committed in the name of a primal.
That you may better understand the nature of our struggle with the primals, I would have you play the leading role in this investigation.
Me?
You have my thanks. If there is aught you wish to know, I recommend you speak with Thancred. He is well versed in the affairs of Ulda.
Ever at your service, fair lady.
Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. Alright. So I guess I gotta talk to Thancred. I've been told... Where is everybody? Dang it. I've been told that, like, as you go through the story, you should talk... After certain events, you should go and talk to the characters again, because they will have different things to say. So I'm gonna try and do that as much as possible, but... we'll see. Ready to begin, are we? That's the spirit. So then, your mission is to investigate a crystal robbery and a spate of abductions. Crimes which we believe to be connected, assuming we are correct. It is like that any discoveries we make in relation to one will further our understanding of the other. Now, since the attack on their caravan, our friends at Hmmm and Sons Mineral Concern have doubled security over all their shipments. In light of this, it is my judgment that the abduction should be our priority. According to our preliminary findings, the majority of the missing were last seen in the vicinity of Camp Drybone, so that would seem a fine place to begin. A fellow by the name of Isambard serves as the camp's de facto leader. Pay him a visit and see that he gives us his full cooperation. Alright. Alright, I think I'll do that. Wait, we gotta go to Drybone. I'm not even gonna leave that there. Okay. Actually, no, I'm gonna go outside and talk to Totaro. Maybe she has something new to say to me. I don't know. Possibly. Alright. Let's see. And then we'll go to Drybone. Rislin, how goes it? All's well here. At least on the bookkeeping front, anyway. And that was it. Alright. On to Drybone we're going. Actually, if I stand still for a little bit, she'll pop around and dance. Like, I don't know if I can see it here. No. You gotta give it a second. Aw, he's gone. Alright, never mind. Oh, right here. Never mind. It's right here. Hi, I'm Isambard. Here to search for the missing folk, I take it. Minfilia sent word that an adventurer fitting your description would be along. She also warned us to be wary of the Amalja. It seems we know who the culprits are, at the very least. Now, I bear no official title at this camp, but the people here have come to look to me for leadership. You have my word that I'll do all I can to help see the victims safely returned. Let us get right to it, then. Minfilia names the Amalja culprits in all this. You would do well to investigate them first. Much harm has been levied on these lands by Amalja hands. The flames burn where they might, but their light cannot stay the darkness in all places at all times. There have been brutal murders of callers at the Church of St. Adama Landama, innocents wishing no more than to pay their respects to the dead. Poor souls deserve a proper burial. I would see to the deed before mongrels catch their scent, but I know not if the Amalja still linger. Would you secure their remains for me, friend? You will find them on the eastern road. 12 willing, you may even come to learn something of what the Amalja seek in this area. Oh boy. Oh boy, here we go. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Alright, took care of that threat. Just took care of it. I just landed on. I just jumped on them. They're kind of weak, to be honest. If they can't handle me just jumping on them. And my character probably weighs all of 90 pounds. I love doing that. Uh-oh. I changed my pet. I don't know what came up next. It is good to see you returned. Were you able to secure the remains of our fallen? Yeah, I put them in my pocket, actually. With the bodies given back proper to the earth, the souls will find their way across to the other side. You have done a noble deed this day. I thank you. Now then, what of the Amalja? Did you see any? Surely such massive monstrosities as they cannot conceal their presence, much less take their quarry unawares. Ah, so there were Amalja remaining after all. I feared as much. Their part in the lowborn disappearing is all but confirmed, but I sense there is more to this than meets the eye. The occasional Amalja raiding party would not account for people going missing in these kinds of numbers. The total is too great, and the questions too many. It would not surprise me in the least to learn of another hand in this. But whose? Countless travelers pass through Drybone every day, and even if it were one of them, how would we best discover who may be implicit in these vanishings? How indeed. I think this is a job for Thancred. Hey, get out of the way. Oh, who is my pet here? Moonbrita? Okay, that's fine. But, we need another pet. Hold on. Curl. Oh, a curl kitten. Okay, we'll just do that one for now. Let's say we turn an eye to the common folk themselves. It may be among them that we find the reasons for these vanishings. 12 forbid it be so. There is a merchant by the name of Ungust, who was born here in Drybone and grew up in the Golden Bazaar. A rough character, but he knows the people here better than anyone else. I'd wager he's at the end, quaffing away the day's earnings. Here, I'll write a note for you to show him. Else he's not like to speak to you. Oh boy. Where's this inn? I guess in here. Ooh, shopkeep. Hold on a second while I go. What? Blue cheese. Okay, I gotta stock up on some blue cheese. I just buy the shit here, just so you know. And I sell it off on the auction house, on the marketplace for like a huge profit. Because people are too lazy to come out here for it. I'm not belching for you guys. Well, gods be damned. You're that bloody adventurer who threatened me back in Ulda. What in the seven hells do you want with me now? Dear friend, Belch. Missing people. Please help. I hiccup for you. Yours, Isambard. Folk around here are as wary as they come. They'll turn tail and run if you so much as pass wind nearby. Played them all for fools and coaxed some hard labor out of them, I did. If anything, they're even more timid than before, what with all the disappearances. You can go talk to them yourself if you don't believe me. Yeah. Please, miss, just leave me be. Man, I had some cheese for that hungry beggar, but he left. I have nothing to say but this. Thou take who, or whatever, has been feeding off us low folk. What do you want from me? I don't know anything, I swear. Please, don't kill me. I'm not getting anything out of these guys. I'm not getting anything at all. Just as I told you, wasn't it? A whole lot of them are terrified. Hiccup. Wait, that hurt. There's been talk of folk getting abducted, but if you ask me, they simply up and moved on to a better place. This place isn't exactly Costa del Sol, if you know what I'm saying. I don't trust that guy. I don't. No, they don't trust me. I'm way too uppity for them. I mean, just look at this. This is my adventuring clothes. This looks way more fancy than regular adventuring clothes. Welcome back, Rislin. Have you learned aught of import? I see. I suppose I should have expected as much from Ungust. Well, another thought occurred to me in your absence. The common folk are nothing if not fervent in their religious beliefs. Perhaps if they speak freely to their gods, then the clergy may know something of use. If we would know what the common folk speak to their gods, we've no better place to ask than at the church of Saint Adama Lindama. It is a small and humble church found to the northwest of here. And so long as you are so long as you are headed there, might I ask you to deliver this embalmed corpse? What? A morbid request, I grant you, but it must be borne to burial, and I trust none more than you to see it done. For fuck's sake! Seek out a man named Mark. I'm just gonna call him Mark. He tends the graves at the Lich Yard. He will tell you where the body is to be interred. Okay. Now I'm fucking hefting around embalmed bodies. Great. I did. This is probably better. I am Mark, yes. A body? Of course. There have been so many bodies of late. Wait, hold on a second. I know who this guy is. I apologize, miss. If you seek a place of burial, then there is an empty grave atop the ridge. Take the path and lay him to rest there. Man, I forgot about this part. Ugh. Top the bridge, you say? Oh my god, it just... Seriously. They're just... Oh my god. I don't remember that. That's funny. Alright. May they walk in Thal's realm. What? Missing people? I'm afraid I cannot help you. But maybe Sister Orson can. Arson? She has been kind to me. Everyone has been so kind. I don't know why, though. Pardon me. You will find Sister Arson inside within the church walls. I hear you have done us the service of burying a fallen soul. Please accept our gratitude and extend it to Isambard when you next see him. You seek knowledge of missing drybone inhabitants. It is true I am closer to the people than any other of the order. I confide in them, and they in me. When they wish to speak to their keeper, Thal, I am the medium through which they do. Should I learn anything pertinent, I will be sure to share the information with you. I only wish Merc would be more helpful in the matter. I pray he did nothing to offend. He saw terrible things during the calamity. His scars run deep. Indeed, he seems to now prefer the company of the dead over the living. While tragic, I fear such behavior ill befits the church. I received word not long ago that one of our recent visitors, a man called Thancred, for fuck's sake, Thancred, I believe, took offenses at his conduct. I must have words with Mark soon. Oh, God. And Thancred took offense? How the hell is Thancred taking offense? What the hell did Mark do to him? Oh, probably because he's not a woman. I'm not lying. That's the truth. Thank you, Rislin. A burial is no easy thing, even when the departed is a stranger. Were you able to learn aught of the missing common folk? You've been keeping yourself rather busy of late, haven't you, Rislin? A pleasure, my dear Isambard. The name is Thancred, and I share a passion with you and our mutual friend here for learning what has become of these missing persons and why. I, too, spoke with Mungust, more times than I care to count. There seems to be some truth to this notion of the common folk speaking their secrets only to those in service to the gods. Prostration, prayer, penance, abject deeds done behind closed doors, away from prying eyes. Who better to take the pious unawares than she who takes confession, the good Sister Arson herself. Arson? She wouldn't. She couldn't. Even the most beautiful roses have thorns, my friend, and you would be wise to keep an eye on this to this rose. Still, the Lich Keeper Mark, I swear to the 12 I've seen that face elsewhere before. Sister Arson. It cannot be. Though she is wont to travel to the Golden Bazaar on her own, and it is not uncommon to see her speaking to the children. But no, it could not be she, could it? I grow wary of these suspicions. I know there is one child in particular that she is fond of. Pray seek out the boy, Rislin, and see if you cannot glean something from him about Arson's activities. Huh. Which boy is this? Oh, all the way up there. Alrighty then. What quest? 19. Okay, so we're making some good headway through the story here. I mean, it was an hour of dungeons, but you know, we're doing pretty good. Please help. Sister Arson went out all on her own and hasn't come back. She always reads to me right here about Val and the Order and Other Side. I told her I lost my shiny thing and she went looking for it. But what if the monsters outside hurt her? Please find her. Oh, for fuck's sake. Is there never a moment to rest as an adventurer? I swear, something's always happening. Alright, time to do it. Okay, we're good now, we're good. Oh shit, there's more of them! Oh, crap. There we go. Oh, it was that other guy's stuff. I must have helped him. You were the one from the church. Thank goodness you arrived when you did. It seems my gratitude is yours yet again. You spoke with the child? Yes, well, I was able to find his lost trinket. It is a ring given him by his mother before she passed. I will see it safely back to him. Alrighty then. Oh, yeah. It is my chonky burb. One of my favorite mounts. Sister Arison was attacked outside the Golden Bazaar. Gods forfend. I will secure a room at the inn for her, so should she require any rest. Searching for the mementos of orphans, and risking her own well-being in doing so, no less. Certainly not the dastardly deeds Thancred would have us believe. Certainly not. I am well glad I reserved that inn room for Sister Arson. It seems she received greater injuries from her attackers than she initially let on. Thankfully, she is expected to make a full recovery. But now, on to the matter of hand. Thancred came looking for you once more. He left word that he will be waiting at the Amalja encampment to the southeast. I pray the two of you are able to uncover some evidence regarding these disappearances. Ugh. Alright. There you are, Rislin. So good of you to come. Indeed, I've heard all about good Sister Arson. Isambard said her wounds were serious. It would seem my suspicions about the poor Rose were misplaced. But false though they were, perhaps my suspicions were not entirely without merit. Whilst following Sister Arson near the Golden Bazaar, a band of Amalja caught my eye. I tracked them as far as this encampment, but, well, let us say that I would much prefer to keep my distance and remain here. This, of course, brings me to why I requested you, dear Rislin. Would you be so kind as to take a look inside? Why me? God dang it. Weird leaflet. Alrighty then. I know, it's like, why couldn't you do it yourself? Thancred is a freaking ninja anyways. Well, did anything tickle your fancy? This leaflet. See the wealth of Nell to the hands of your children. Looks to be some sort of assembly to provide the poor with work. The lettering, though, atrocious, is it not? These bits about Nelthal seem somewhat less than studied. I find it hard to believe one among the Order penned this. Pray take this to the inn at Camp Drybone. Let us see what Sister Arson makes of it. Fine. This is... Are we partners here, or I'm just doing all the fucking legwork? I think I'm doing all the legwork here. Is it down here? I like how you could just walk into houses and stuff with my mount. Where is she? Not there. Maybe she's here. Here we go. My savior comes again. To what do I owe the honor this day? What is this? Blasphemous. These are not our teachings at all. This was not made by any true brother or sister of the Order. Of that I can assure you. Come to think of it, weeks ago the church was plagued by missing garments. Could someone be posing as a priest of the Order to deceive the people? The plot thickens, Rislin. Our culprit pretends to be a priest to lend credence to this deception. There is no doubt an irony in here somewhere. But I suspect we have a worthy adversary on our hands. I shall consider how best to handle this. For now, tell Isambard what we have learned here. I think we're going to have to go undercover. I have a feeling we're going to have to go undercover. Posing as a priest. Think. These troubling notions aside, it is gratifying to finally be able to move this investigation forward. Thank you once again, Rislin. I shall keep my ears and eyes open, now more than ever. Well, maybe. Well, I am a white mage. Well, not right now, but... I'm afraid I have not seen any unusual activity, nor have any at this camp given me cause to doubt them. But unless we can identify the culprit, and soon, more of innocents will fall victim. Do not despair just yet, my friend. An idea occurs to me. Our suspect has been posing as a priest, using leaflets bearing false promises to lure the poor. Let Rislin and me serve like with like by posing as impoverished souls in need of succor. I dare to hope that this will yield us the answers we seek. It will be a dangerous undertaking, but you two are more than capable of looking after yourselves. I'm next to useless in a battle, but I can supply the garments for the disguise. These old tunics and slops should serve your needs, as long as you don't mind the smell of the stains. Well, these will serve very well, so you have my thanks. Listen, Rislin. So as to lay the foundation for our little ploy, we must make it widely known that more vagrants have arrived at the camp and are desperate for coin. To this end, I want you to don the old garments Isambard has lent us, and beg for work around the camp. Before long, the false priest should catch wind and approach us. Wait, why me? Why do I have to wear the smelly stained clothes? You know what? I'm really starting to not like this Thancred fella. Alright. Dang it. Alright, fine. Although these leather boots are way too fancy for this outfit. I preach the teachings of Azayama, the warden. Hast thou come to partake of the honey of her wisdom? Aziema is keeper of the sun and goddess of inquiry. All is laid bare beneath the light of her divine countenance. Open thy heart to this light, needy child, and thou shalt want for naught till the end of days. Oh yeah, he looks very nice and trustworthy. God, I can't say anything yet. God damn it, Gabby. I can't say anything. BB10 doesn't know anything that's coming. Alright. Alright. And you are? Another refugee by the looks of it. The immortal flames have neither work nor coin for your like. Begone, and see to it you don't make a nuisance of yourself. Oh my god, hold on a second. I've been talking so much I need to blow my nose. Oh. You would think... Oh, that's better. You would actually think that this game wouldn't be so much talking, but if you're just playing through the MSQ, it's a lot of reading. And you know what? You guys know how I get when I read a lot in my stream. Alright. And I was about to get to the good part. Looking for work, you say? Sorry, but we don't have any openings. Now get out of here so I can finish my story. And none of these people are very nice to, like, these refugees. Kind of feel bad for them. Greetings, good madam. Is there aught I might assist you with? Oh, I burped, sorry. Too much seltzer. I don't believe there is. I'm afraid our wares are very expensive. Mayhap you should rejoin your fellows out at the pond north of the Sandgate. Wait, listen. Do you see these boots? These boots were really fucking expensive, and you're saying I don't have money for you? Oh my god. Whatever. Whatever. Where is this other person? In here? Where is this other person? Up here? Oh man, I can't find him! Oh my god. Wait, no. Don't do that. I know, I am supposed to burp when it says bulge. But I can't burp on command. It's just not gonna happen. Where is... Oh. Alright, yeah. I think... Shit. I don't know what I'm doing. Not in here. God. I can't find this person. Is there an upper level? Oh, there they are. For fuck's sake. What is it? Gods, not again. Look, being poor doesn't give you the right to pester whomsoever you like. Why don't you keep with your own kind out by the muddy pond of yours at Drybone? I don't like these Drybone people very much. You have quite a knack for being a nuisance, Rislin. The camp is abuzz with talk of newly arrived vagrants. And though we were unable to attract our wayward transgressor, we were able to learn that the poor have a commune by the pond north of Sandgate, to the east of here. The eyes of the authority do not reach that place, rather ideal for spiriting away hapless souls. Let us go there and wait for the kindly priest to come and offer us aid and comfort. Needless to say, you'll need to remain in disguise. Fuck. Let's see what where this takes us. Over here. A fine day for catching false priests, wouldn't you say? You look absolutely smashing, Rislin. Positively dressed for deception. All that's left, then, is to wait for our quarry to appear. Oh, you poor unfortunate souls. This is no way for men to live. No way at all. Wait, I know poor people don't have mounts. Who are you? What do you want? Be at ease, child, for I mean you no harm. I am a priest of the Order of Naldal, and I come to offer you succor. This leaflet bears the teachings of Nald. Trust to them, and they will surely set you free from the shackles of penury. A tempting offer, but I'm afraid I must decline. On account of that atrocious performance, you would have made a god's awful mummer, Ungust. What? How did you know? You bastards tricked me. Please don't hurt me. I was only doing it to protect my people. Is that so? Do continue. Very well. I'm a man of the Golden Bazaar, raised there if not born. Some moons ago, the Amalja raids began. They would appear sudden as a sandstorm and plunder and pillage our village, or at will. Our defenders couldn't stand against them. Few as they were, everyone lived in fear. I wanted to save my people, but being a merchant was all I knew, and so I did the only thing a merchant could. I approached the Amalja in hopes of brokering a deal. In return for sparing the Golden Bazaar, they made demands, outrageous ones. Demands? What kind, pray tell? First of all, they wanted the schedule for crystal shipments from the Nanawa mines. For this, I bribed one of the workers that leaked me the information. Next, they wanted me to bring them people. So I posed as a priest to lure in the vulnerable and give them over to the Amalja. I didn't have a choice. Protecting one's home is a noble thing, but at the cost of innocence? You could have sought the aid of the immortal flames, yet you did not. I suspect you are not telling me the full story. What made you sell out your own people? Speak! The was good. What did you say? The coin was good, I said. I could sell mole meat for a score of lifetimes and not see even a fraction of what the Amalja pay me. You sacrifice innocence so that you can line your own pockets? Words fail to express the contempt I feel for you. Spare me your contempt. If you want to blame someone for the mess the world's in, then blame yourselves or the gods. Ugh, not you again! Were you the one leaking the immortal flames patrol routes to the enemy as well? Spit it out. No, I know nothing about that, I swear. At this stage, I'm rather disinclined to believe aught that leaves your mouth. But no matter, there'll be enough time to learn the truth. Rizlan, be a dear and take word of these developments to Minfilia, would you? I shall prize everything I can out of this filth. The abductees are still somewhere out there. Our foremost priority is to rescue them. Oh boy. Back to Minfilia. Where? Oh, Horizon. They really should add a crystal by the Waking Sands, but there is a lore reason why there isn't, but still. Oh crap, I can. let me do that. There we go. That's better. I don't like the smelly clothes. Not at all. I actually need a bath now. Speaking of which, we have a bathroom and showers in our free company, so I can freely take one there. And supposedly somebody put a freaking picture of Sir Amric in one of the freaking stalls. That wasn't me, I'm just saying. Though I do use that stall. Okay. Oh, hi Tataru. Same as always. Welcome back, Rizlan. I am pleased that you and Thancred have been getting along. I see. You have done well to uncover the truth. My thanks for the report. As Thancred said, we must ascertain where the abducted were taken, and none but the Amalja know the answer. Suffice it to say, they will not willingly part with this information. I fear blood will be spilled before all is said and done. Though we seek a peaceful resolution, or solution to the primal problem, we must needs be ready to fight for our cause. That you might take to the field suitably prepared, I would have you meet with a goblin acquaintance of mine. His name is Mutamix Bubbly Pots, and he is a scholar of no small repute. Mutamix is renowned for having introduced a revolutionary method of enhancing equipment to Eorzea. The knowledge of this method was once a closely guarded secret, but thanks to Mutamix and his students, it has now been disseminated to the great benefit of all the realm. It would serve you well to acquire an understanding of the process. For this purpose, I shall lend you a blade. Take it to Mutamix and bid him use it to demonstrate his craft to you. Mutamix is ever to be found at his camp in central Thanalan, a place known as the Bonfire. Look for a pillar of smoke, and the way will become clear. Yes, the goblin names are great. I love them. And the way they talk is great. That's going to be hard for me to read through. Oh boy, just you wait. Yes, Mutamix Bubbly Pot. But wait until I get to him and you hear him talk. This is the, you're not familiar with materia, but this is basically the quest that introduces you to materia, melding and all that. Pish gosh, who is Uplander come to tent ring of Mutamix Bubbly Pot? Fighty tools, drinks, and airy self. When full of airy self, Fighty Tool changes to Stony Shine, name of materia. If materia join with other Fighty Tool, then Big Eyes! Fighty Tool gains power of airy self. Pishkash. Mutamix is reckoning that Uplander is friend of Minfilia. Yes, tongue flaps reach ears of Mutamix with fastness. Minfilia wants Uplander to see power of materia. Uplander brings Fighty Tool to Mutamix, yes? Gosh! Fighty Tool is unstrong as eating tool. Make good Teachy show of power of materia. Oh, God. The materia master. Now eyes of Uplander point at Fighty Tool, yes? Pish gosh. Materia joined with Fighty Tool. Fighty Tool gains power of materia. Fighty Tool reborn. Here, Uplander, take Fighty Tool to Minfilia. Materia, strictly speaking, is a kind of crystal. It is created by drawing out the etheric constituents from a piece of equipment and then crystallizing them. Not just any old equipment will serve, mind you. It must have sufficient spirit bond, that being a measure of how fully an item has been imbued with its owner's spirit. When you attach a piece of materia to gear, you imbue the host item with its power. That's how Master Mutamix turned that dagger of yours from Summit as would have struggled to cut steak into a weapon worth wielding. Pish gosh, Uplander wishes to be joiner of materia? Then Uplander best fill brain case with knowings of crafty making. With knowings of crafty making, Uplander can become joiner of materia. If Uplander wants brain case to rattle with knowings of materia, Uplander best trade tongue flaps with learning ones of Mutamix. I don't even know if I really understand what I just said. What I just did, read. Alright, I had to take this back to Minfilia. Ugh. We'll meet more and different goblins as we play, but yeah. Back to the waking stance again. This isn't even the half of it. Ooh, that's a pretty mount. I don't know if I have that one or not. I don't think I do. If I could. Welcome back, Rislin. I trust your visit to the bonfire proved fruitful. Ah, what a remarkable difference a single piece of materia can make. Granted, the skills needed to manipulate the substance are not easily acquired, but one need only look upon the results to realize such efforts are worthwhile. As I am sure you are aware, the quality of one's equipment can be the difference between victory and defeat. Materia may well give you the edge you need, Rislin, so make it your ally. Now it is time we discuss the matter of your next mission. Pray speak with me when you are ready to begin. Or the Inferno. Word has arrived from Thancred concerning our ongoing investigation. It appears he was able to extract some information from our friend Ungust, the false priest. He revealed that he is due to meet with the Amalja to discuss their dealings. The Immortal Flames believe that the meeting will present an ideal opportunity to ambush and capture the Amalja responsible for the abductions, and so they mean to have Ungust attend as planned. As the Amalja are anticipated to offer fierce resistance, the Immortal Flames have requested our support. I would have you provide it to them, Rislin. Thancred is presently attending to another matter, but will join you as soon as he is able. Until such time as he does, you will be the Scion's sole representative on the ground. Before he left, he bade me tell you to save some from him. Such is his confidence in you, a confidence I share. When you have made ready, pray take yourself to Camp Drybone and report to the Flame Sergeant leading the mission. May you walk in the light of the crystal. Onyxia! What is going on with her? Hold on. Onyxia's freaking the fuck out. What? I don't know what she's doing. She's crying. Yeah, right. All cried up. I don't know. She's been very vocal lately. Alright. To Camp Drybone it is. I think we're pretty close to doing Ifrit. Which would be our first trial. Alright. Oh, shit. He's down here. I think. Is he in the bar? Ah. You're Rislin Hollis of the Scions. My thanks for coming, friend. We're stronger for your assistance. Allow me to brief you on our mission. Our objective is to capture Amalja and prize from them the whereabouts of the abductees. The lizard men aren't aware that their man, Ungust, has been exposed. When they come to the rendezvous point to meet the traitor, we'll spring the trap. Owing to the clandestine nature of the mission, we can deploy only a small contingent. Every member must count, so we request the aid of the Scions. The rendezvous will take place at the Invisible City. Please make your way there and lie in wait. We stand to learn much more of the Amalja's plot if the mission succeeds, Rislin. Let's make sure it does. Alrighty then. Where is this we gotta go? All the way up north? No? Where the heck? In here? Wait, no. Ah. Alright. He looks like pretty angry. Is the bait in place? Our man is in position, sir. Good. We make our move as soon as the Amalja appear. Yes, sir. Wah! What is the meaning of this? Wait, something's amiss. Uh-oh. It's a trap! What? I'm afraid your little ambush ends here. I eluded the immortal flame's clutches for moons before finally being caught. Did you not wonder how I managed it? It was almost as if someone was feeding them information from the inside. Aye, your every movement was known to me ahead of time. Now, as much as I'd love to chat a while, I have appointments to keep. They're all yours. I'm gonna kill that little fucker. Alright, here we go. Here we go. Oh my god, there are a lot of them. Well, these guys first. Get much more exciting when I have more abilities. Oh man, more came! Alright, we just gotta kill these guys. Oh, this is gonna take forever. Whatever. It's barely tickling. I actually have to kill this guy, or else he get like 50% and then dies. No, I gotta fucking kill him. This is like, stuff like this is why they say that streaming this game isn't very exciting to watch. It can be if you're not dealing with like this. At least ARR. It gets better, I promise. I swear to you, it gets better. This is actually not very exciting to play either. Just wait until I get all my jumps and stuff and I'm jumping around. Ah, about freaking time. Put up your weapon, or your comrade's a dead man. Where the fuck is Thancred? Seriously. Behind you! Oh noes. Bring her. The rest of you, march. Traitorous gum. Oi. I fear the Amalja mean to give us to their god as an offering. If I must die, then let me die a soldier's death, with steel in hand. Yes! Alright, so we're gonna get to do a trial. This will be an easy one, too. We're gonna do it as a healer. Because I'll get in right away. It is June. No. I don't even think this is... No, we gotta do it in... Bowl of Embers. Alright! First trial, even though it's just like 4 people, like a regular dungeon. Oh, come on, peoples. Hit accept. Probably somebody went to the bathroom because they were waiting in queue forever. Or to get a drink. Or something. I don't know. This is just gonna, it's gonna fail. Oh, thank God. Alright. Lord of the Infernal, hearken to our plea. Lord of the Infernal, deliver us from our misery. O mighty Ifrit, Lord of the Inferno, your humble servants beseech you, grace us with your divine presence. Oh, shit. Well, it was nice knowing you guys. Oh, mighty Ifrit, we bring before you ignorant savages who know not your godhead. If it please you, Lord, scorch their heathen souls with your cleansing flame and mark them as your own. Bloody hells! Bring those two as well. What's going on? This ain't what we agreed! None but servants of Lord Ifrit may behold the rite of summoning. The souls of unbelievers are forfeit. No! Spare me, I beg you! Pitiful children of man, by my breath I claim you. Arise once more as my loyal minions. Feed my flames with your faith, and all who stand against us shall burn. What? Oh, mighty Ifrit. My one true God. Your words are my bread. Impossible! By what sorcery do you resist my master's will? I I don't know. Could it be? Your soul already belongs to another? Yes, that is the only explanation. I feel bad for the people waiting on me. Forsooth, thy frail mortal frame can serve as vessel to the blessing of but one. Yet I smell not the taint of another upon thee. The truth of thine allegiance waxeth clear. Thou art the godless blessed's number. The paragons warned of thine abhorrent kind. Thine existence is not to be suffered. Oh shit. Oh man, I had to... I made those people wait. Alright, here we go. There we go. Oh boy. This is actually pretty easy. It's not that hard. So I see I'm not the only new, well, I'm not new, but there's new people in here, so. Yeah, they are bean sprouts. They're little sprouts. I like seeing so many sprouts in the game, though. Dang it, come on. You gotta kill this, infernal nail. Oh man, I'm running out of mana. Get out of that. Uh-oh. I took it right to the face. All right. That was easier than I thought it would. Well, it was gonna be easy, but that was easier than it looked. Oh, another one of these things. So that would make 2. I look so shocked. Pray forgive my lateness. For fuck's sake, Thancred, where were you? I was delayed by a congregation of Amalja zealots. I swear, each seemed more evangelical than the last. Persistent lot. Whew. see the Bloodsworn wasted no time extracting the captives, no less than I'd expect from the Flame General's hand-picked men. As for those two, it is fair to say their hardships have only just begun. They have much to answer for. I feel I owe you an apology, Rislin. Had I known this mission would prove so dangerous, I would never have left you to face it alone. You have been given a veritable baptism of fire. But let us continue this conversation in more agreeable surrounds. Camp Drybones, shall we say? This way, sir. Uh-oh. So that was the mighty Ifrit. Hero? What? What a disappointment he was. The readings are nowhere near what I had anticipated, even taking Ulden interference into account. You should know better than to rely upon 5-year-old data left by the 7th Legion. Nor can we expect any form of support from the motherland, given the troubles at court. We have only ourselves to rely upon. Ever the pessimist, my dear Livia. Promise me you'll never change. We've wasted enough time here. That meteor of yours is too old to give any reading worth a damn. Not that there was aught worth a damn for it to read, but I take your point. I suppose we must content ourselves with the knowledge that we've achieved our primary objective. Yet I find that I am troubled by that adventurer's unexpected show of strength. Could such a foe prove a hindrance to our plans? Perhaps, but this is a consideration for another time. You have been given a task. That is your priority. I suggest you treat it as such. Fail to do as my lord commands, and I will spare him the trouble of punishing you. What ally with allies like that? Beware a woman in love. I shall need to be on my best behavior. Okay. Okay. A woman in love? Oh, for fuck's sake. Alright, this will make sense later on. I'm just saying. But alright, well, whatever. Alright, now what do I do? Go talk to Thancred. Ah, there you are, Rislin. Come, rest a while. You will have no better opportunity. After witnessing their god's ignominious defeat, the Malja will be less inclined to risk our wrath, for a time at least. Now, where were we? Ah, yes. I was in the process of apologizing. I do hope you can forgive me. I arrived too late to be of any use, to you or the abductees. They may be whole of body, but the same cannot be said of their minds, for once a man is tempered... Ah, but it ill suits me to dwell on the negatives. Amidst all our misfortunes, there is still reason to rejoice. Ifrit is slain, and by your hand, no less. That is the deed of no ordinary individual, Rislin. Not that I ever thought you were ordinary. On the contrary, I have long suspected that you have the potential to shape the fate of this realm. What can I say? My fine eye for the talent remains undimmed. Minfilia will be proud beyond all reckoning when she hears of your deeds. I trust you shan't object to my bearing the tidings to her. That way I can claim to have contributed something to this mission. You, meanwhile, have earned yourself a rest. Take some time to relax and return to the Waking Sands when you are ready, good and ready. We can discuss matters in more detail then. Just don't take too long, will you? The realm's problems won't solve themselves. I must have... Oh, yeah. I totally... that was phased. Because now there are a lot more people out here. The cool thing about this is, like, when you're near more people, there's, like, you hear a lot more background chatter and noise and stuff. Conversations is kind of cool. Alright, back to the Waking Sands. Back we go. I don't know what Kitty wants. I don't know what she wants anymore. She just cries. I don't even think she knows what she wants. Alright. We have to be coming to the end of this part of the what do you call it? The New Game Plus, this chapter. Alright, same. Oh my god, she will not stop. Ah, the triumphant hero returns. Thancred told us the news upon his arrival. He is presently in the Solar, giving a full report to Lady Minfilia. You should join them at once. Lady Minfilia is most eager to see you. My late arrival nearly cost Rizlin her life. I wasn't there when the Amalja took her prisoner. And I wasn't there when they served her to Ifrit. Yes, by some miracle she survived, but that does not excuse the fact that she should never have had to face such dangers alone. I failed her utterly, just as I'm failing you all. What's done is done, Thancred. You can ill blame yourself for Avery. Rizlin, it is so good to see you again. Impeccable timing, my friend. I had just finished regaling Minfilia with your heroic exploits. Thancred has told me everything. You have done well to return to us. The perils you faced were undeniably great, yet a part of me believes that I had no cause to fear, and now we can put paid to our long investigation. As we suspected, the Amalja undertook both the robbery and the abductions with the aim of supporting their primal, Ifrit. Nor is this tale limited to Ul'dah. Similar incidents have been rife in both Limsa Lominsa and Gridania of late. I dare say you've been curious as to how these crimes are linked to the primals. Permit me to explain. Having manifested in the physical realm, primals must consume ether if they are to maintain their presence here, and the stronger they become, the more ether they require. Now, ether exists throughout creation. It flows through all life and permeates the very air that we breathe. Alas, this alone will not suffice to sustain the likes of Ifrit. Nay, he and his kind require a more concentrated source of ether, crystals. It is for this reason that incidents involving crystals can often be traced back to a primal. Which leaves us with the why of the abductions. To understand this, you must first understand how primals are born. When all is well with the world, primals possess no physical form. Their essence is dispersed across the great river of ether. However, when the world is plunged into chaos, those who worship the primals cry out to their gods for deliverance from suffering. These cries serve as a beacon toward which a primal's essence is irresistibly drawn. It is this coming together, or etheric coalescence, which grants the being's physical form. Once born, a primal gains strength from its followers' worship. The more numerous and fervent they are, the more powerful their god becomes. But the primals are seldom satisfied with such reverence as their adherents freely give, and in order to gain more power, they do not scruple to create followers. They do this by tempering mortals, a process to which you yourself were subjected. Yet, even as Ifrit took your comrades in his thrall, you alone remain unaffected. This is thanks to the power you possess, the Echo. We know not the why of it, but those blessed with the Echo are immune to primal influence. It is as though a greater power protects us. When first you came to us, I told you that the Echo would be instrumental in dealing with the primal threat. I trust you now begin to see why. The recent incidents all share a common trait: meticulous planning. Such elaborate designs are a new development, and one which fills me with an unshakable sense of foreboding. While I share your concern, my presiding feeling is one of relief at your safe return. The immortal flames assured me that they will deal with the aftermath, so you need not concern yourself with that. We may rest easy for a time. I suggest you take a full advantage of the respite, Rislin. You may be sure it won't last long. Once the people learn the identity of the hero who felled Ifrit, I fear you will have nary a moment to yourself. Okay. Whether she intended to or no, Minfilia neglected to tell you something. Something I think it would be best you heard from one of us. Uh-oh. It concerns the tempered abductees that were rescued. I am sorry to report that all are to be put to death, the flames with whom you were imprisoned included. Needless to say, this information must not be made known to the public. I swear to you that we would not do this if there were any other recourse. But once a man is tempered, he is tempered for life. His very existence lends strength to the primal whom he cannot choose but worship. And so we Scions continue our fight, that no more innocents need be sacrificed. I hope that you will continue to stand with us, Rislin. But I should be going. I must offer my apologies to the Flame General for the losses his people suffered. Till next time. That's kind of grim. That's a little grim. A bit. Gods forgive me. How many more lives? Louis Swab would never have allowed this to happen. I have to do better. I have to be stronger. Yeah, you fucked up. You done fucked up, Thancred. Just saying. Until not so very long ago, you were but one of the many adventurers seeking to make their way in Eorzea. But for your character and courage, you were raised to the esteemed post of envoy. Therefore, you traveled the realm aiding those in need without thought of reward. Ooh, burp again, sorry. Confirming to Ida and Papalymo that the Scions would benefit from your aid. And no sooner had you joined us than you personally bested the primal Ifrit. You have achieved a great deal in a short time, and won fame in so doing. Alas, fame does not come without a price, as you will soon discover. We have guests, Rislin. Or rather, you have guests. What? Beg pardons. Lady Minfilia, radiant as always. I am given to understand that the Scions of the Seventh Dawn have but recently welcomed a new hero into their midst. I am here on behalf of the Maelstrom, Grand Company of Limsa Lominsa, to offer said hero a place of honor within our ranks. As you can see, Rislin, your recent exploits have garnered you the attentions of the Grand Companies of Eorzea. Each organization would have Ifrit's bane for its own. To this end, all three have sent officers to court you. They would not ordinarily go to such lengths to enlist a new recruit. That they have is evidence of their high regard for you. I find myself wondering how word of Rislin's deeds spread so quickly. That the immortal flame should know of her triumph is to be expected. But what of the other Grand Companies? Beep! Poor Thantaru. Your reputation precedes you, Mistress Hollis. 'Tis no ordinary woman who can face a primal and emerge the victor. And imagine our pride when we learn that you began your journey as an adventurer in our own Gridania. Know that the people hold you in high esteem, and that you will always be welcome among us. The Order of the Twin Adder has need of valiant women such as you. Join your strength to ours, friend, and together let us ensure that peace ever reigns over the Dwellswood. What a pleasure it is to finally meet you, Mistress Hollis. My comrades speak of you in the most glowing terms. A woman of your talent belongs with the immortal flames. Join your strength to ours, friend, and together let us secure a prosperous future for Ul'dah. The Admiral was not exaggerating when she said you had the look of a hero. Full often does she speak of you, friend. It is only natural that we should want you for the Maelstrom. Join your strength to ours, and together let us see the grand vessel of Limsa Lominsa to the shores of victory. God, get the words out. And I'm not sure. I've never played Final Fantasy XII. So is this where I choose? I don't know. Oh God, but hold on. I gotta blow my nose again. Oh, I'm getting. Dang it! Stop it, toilet paper. Oh. Alright, that's a little bit better. Oh my God. Oh, alright, that's a little better. Lady Minfilia. Oh, man. Very well. Though I am quite sure you need no reminding, mayhap a brief summary of the situation would help clarify your thoughts on this matter. As you know, the Grand Companies are all-encompassing organizations empowered to call upon the martial, economic, and technological resources of their respective city-states in times of strife. There are presently 3 such organizations in Eorzea: the Maelstrom of Limsa Lominsa, the Order of the Twin Adder of Gridania, and the Imperial Flames of Ul'dah. Serving a Grand Company means serving the nation to which it belongs. You will be charged with its defense and tasked with advancing its cause. In return for your faithful service, you will be furnished with various rewards, some of which may well prove useful to you in your other endeavors. If you are agonizing over which of the Grand Companies best deserves your loyalty, be at ease. The commitment you make this day need not be permanent. Should you wish to shift your allegiance at a later date, you are entitled to do so, and yet I can see that it is no small choice you face. A thought occurs to me. You will, of course, recall that the 3 city-states are planning to hold remembrance services. Well, as part of the proceedings, I am given to understand that the leader of each Grand Company will deliver an address. Hearing these addresses ought to help you make an informed decision. What say you, my dear officers? A fine suggestion. You are as wise as you are beautiful, my lady. Very well, let Rislin hear our leader speak, then return here with her decision. We eagerly await your answer. Wait, you want me to go with the Immortal Flames? But I'm part of the Twin Adder in my regular game. Aw, why is she so sad? Why is Tataru so sad? I know full well that adventurers are by their nature a liberty-loving breed, and not best suited to the discipline of military service, but I strongly urge you to join a Grand Company nonetheless. Oh, did I? Well, the promise of reward is enticing in itself. It is not the only benefit. You are possessed of great power, Rislin, and with it you are capable of doing untold good. Yet know that great power is wont to attract attention, not all of it friendly. There will be those who will wish you ill, and you must needs be on the lookout for them. Yet however vigilant you are but one woman. In the midst of a Grand Company, however, you will be one woman amongst many, a friend amongst friends. Your achievements will be shared, and so will the danger. I can think of no better arrangement. Of course, joining one organization need not mean leaving another. I hope that we can continue to rely upon your aid. The 12 know that we will have need of it in the days ahead. The Grand Companies seek to protect their own nations. We, Scions, on the other hand, seek to preserve the future of Eorzea as a whole. Similar, yet not quite the same. Now then, I expect that you will be afield more often in the future. As such, I would have you carry this link pearl with you at all times. It will allow us to stay in touch regardless of location. Eorzea is changing, Rislin, and you have the power to help shape it anew. None can say what the morrow will bring, but so long as we believe in ourselves, there is naught we cannot achieve. Now, it is time you made ready for your journey. Before you depart, be sure to speak to Tataru. She will apprise you of where and when the remembrance services are due to take place. Okay. Oh boy. Oh boy. Alright, well, we'll go a little further. I feel like, hold on a second. MSQ list. I just want to see where we are in the questing here. So, job quest. Oh yeah. Okay, so we're gonna finish. We'll finish this, and then we'll pick up. Oh god, there's just so many quests. Okay, yeah, we're gonna finish this leg before, and then we'll. All right. Few more quests to go, but. A lot of this in the beginning is like introducing you to like the game's systems, like the free companies that did it. It introduced us to the materia and all that stuff. It introduced us to the retainers. I'm sorry about all the attention you're getting, Rislin. I might have sung your praises a little too loudly and often to a few too many people. Next time I'll be sure to hold my tongue. Literally, if necessary. Anyway, I expect you to know where and when the remembrance services are taking place. If all goes to plan, Gridania's Grand Company, the Order of the Twin Adder, will hold the first of the 3 services, and Elder Seedsir Kana Isena will deliver her address at Mikedo's amphitheater. I should probably mention at this point that due to the organizational challenges involved in assembling all of the involved parties, it's possible that the order of the services might change. Still, there's not much we can do about that, so make Gridania your first port of call. Next, you'll need to go to Ulda, where Flame General Rauban Alden will be addressing the masses at the Royal Promenade. Oh, and it's rumored there's to be a special guest. How exciting! Last but not least, you must make your way to the stateroom in Limsa Laminsa, where Maelstrom's chief, Admiral Merlvib Lohifswin, I think, will be giving her address. The room is accessible via the Admiral's lift. Identify yourself to the sentry, Xanthale, and he will admit you. Got all that? Well, off you go then. I hope you have the remembrance services suitably educational, or find them suitably educational. I suggest visiting the city-states in my prescribed order, though with your record of impeccable timing and luck, the schedule may well change in favor of your preferred travel plans. Farewell. So I guess you can go to any in order. Yeah, you can go to them in any order. So we're gonna start off, and we'll just start off in Gridania. That dude just busted up in through those doors on that big ass mount. Okay, so I need to go to the amphitheater. Oh yeah, there's plenty of hold on, let's see some people around here. Alright, here's a bunny girl. Bunny girl there. Yeah, I don't see a lot of bunny girls right now. I don't know. Oh, there's another bunny girl. Alright, we gotta go to the amphitheater.
I lost my son to the calamity.
The 3 Seedseers are all together.
Some say you couldn't take a step without stumbling over a body.
Our forebears were once strangers in the Twelveswood. Fearful of the Green Wrath, they hid themselves in the dark recesses of the earth. Yet they dreamed of basking in the dappled sunlight of the forest. Through great effort, they proved their worth to the elementals, and were granted a place beneath the boughs. So it was that Gridania was born, some 5 centuries ago. Working hand in hand, the Hyur and the Elysian settlers sowed the seeds of our civilization, and soon they were joined by folk of all races. So nourished by the waters of unity, and blessed by the light of the matron, Gridania flourished into the great nation it is today.
Do you see the Gridanian standard? There, hanging behind the Elder Seedseer. The entwined serpents represent the unity between Hyur and Elysian. An elegant symbol, do you not agree?
In accordance with the will of the elementals, we have embraced a life of peace. Alas, our neighbors have not always sought the same for themselves, nor for us. Though we Gridanians have no love for war, we have still less for those who would threaten our way of life. Ever have we fought to protect the sanctity of the Twelveswood. When the Garlean Empire brought its war of conquest to Eorzea, we rallied under the noble standard of the Twin Adder that we might push back the encroaching darkness. And it was we who prepared the ground for the reformation of the Eorzean Alliance, that all the peoples of this realm might stand united against the common threat. "5 years ago, the Alliance met the armies of the Empire upon the fields of Cartano. It would prove the bloodiest battle in recent memory. Countless Gridanian lives were lost. As Supreme Commander of the Order of the Twin Adder, ever shall I bear the weight of our people's sacrifice. Alas, their loss was not the only tragedy to befall us that day, for soon came the calamity. The scars borne by our forest are a constant reminder of its violence. Our lives have been irrevocably changed, each waking hour a struggle to survive. Driven to desperation, some among us have strayed from the path of righteousness, resorting to banditry, poaching, and other unconscionable deeds. To compound our woes, the Ixal have returned in force, emboldened by our suffering. They test our defenses nigh without cease, and prey upon the vulnerable. So beleaguered from within and without, it is of little wonder that our unity now falters. Dark times are upon us.
Time was a man could walk the high roads without fear.
On this day, 5 years ago, countless Eorzeans laid down their lives that we might behold another dawn. Please join with me in honoring their memory.
And how do you propose to honor the memory of those you cannot remember, pray tell?
Those are the twins that
The destruction wrought by the calamity was indiscriminate. it dealt death to Eorzean and Garlean alike. Yet while we have labored to rebuild our homes, to rebuild our lives, the Empire has set about raising steel fortresses here in the Twelveswood. Let none be mistaken. The Garleans remain the greatest threat to our survival. If we are to stand against them, we must remember what it is to be united. Our many troubles blind us to the woes of our fellow man. Thence is harmony lost. Yet harmony is the founding principle of Gridania. We are gathered here to honor the fallen. Let them be honored not only in word and thought, but through concerted action. I bid you join hands with me once more beneath the Twin Adder standard. And together, let us heal the forest's wounds, that our progeny might live in harmony beneath these ancient boughs. For serenity, purity, and sanctity.
We must think of the children!
Woods will be done!
It's up to us to protect the forest!
The they really did say we must think of the children, didn't they? No. Not the threat of garlic.
If you'll permit me, Alfie no. And my sister, Alize, at your service. I saw at a glance that you were a fellow traveler. You might call us students of history, sampling the realm's remembrances in pursuit of enlightenment.
I do not like their old voices. Their new voices are so much better. The Gridanians are unfortunate enough to have to contend with two beast tribes. The Ixal are unquestionably the more troublesome, being of a naturally warlike disposition, and want to summon their bloodthirsty primal Garuda. The Sylphs, by contrast, are peaceful in nature, being mischievous rather than malevolent, and have long been on friendly terms with the Gridanians, until recently at least. Alas, they have grown aloof, a change observed as roughly the time they'd summoned the primal Ramu. Wait, why would they be cow people? The Gridanians have no love for war, and they consider open conflict a last resort. Though they clash with the Ixal ever more regularly, you may be assured that they do so in self-defense. As for the Sylphs, they are as yet bound by a peace treaty, though one wonders how long it will last before it is broken. They don't have horns! That's their hair! The Twelveswood was grievously wounded during the calamity, leaving Gridania vulnerable to attack. The people are hopeful that restoring the wood, and thereby the powers of the elementals, will put an end to their woes. How long? Yet how long will that take? Centuries, I'd wager. Oh. The other characters. Meanwhile, the Ixal will continue their incursions, spurred on by Garuda and her insatiable appetite for destruction. Whether the Gridanians like it or not, sooner or later it will come to all-out war, and when it does, the Order of the Twin Adder will need all the help it can muster. How valuable might the aid of a capable adventurer prove to them then? Well, perhaps we will find out. If the Elder Seedseer's words fell on fertile ground. There is a race called the Aura that they have, like, it looks like, they kind of look like horns, but they're more like scales. Like, well, maybe they're kind of horn-like, but they have a horn and scales, and they're like dragon people. They're half dragon people. I don't know if you've really seen a lot of them hanging around. Maybe that's what you were talking about. Alright, we're going to Ulda. Go to Ulda next. Well, maybe it was just... Oh, you mean the people on the stage? They're, what are they called? You can't play them. They're, Yeah. They're, I can't remember the name of them. It's Pagel. They're, oh wow. They're a race that are only really... That can be conjurers and stuff. But again, they're not a race you can play. Alright, let's see. We're gonna go to... Is it the Chamber of Royal Promenade? Yeah, the Chamber of Royal. When we get off of this, like, chapter of the New Game Plus, then I'll call it, but I think we're pretty much almost done with it.
Behold, 'tis the Sultana Nanimo herself!
And Reborn as well!
Hark you, souls of flame, drawn to the bosom of the desert, where the fire burns brightest and shall rage forevermore! Hurrah! Reborn! Where since antiquity, under the sage and judicious rule of the Ul dynasty, we have brought sand into gold.
Yes.
Where by the grace and glory of Naldar have our brave sons and daughters flourished and prospered. I speak of Ul'dah!
There, at the Flame General's back flies the Grand Company's standard. Note the sigil. The golden scales of order balance the jewel of prosperity with the flame of might.
Great and many are the gifts our nation has given the realm. In Eorzea's darkest hour, on the killing fields of Cartano, none spent more in blood and gold than we. Thus was the 7th Imperial Legion laid low.
He's very
So
melodramatic.
that's how it happened. How soon history forgets.
Yet many left our gates, never to return. Let us pray for our absent brothers and sisters, that they might know happiness in the great beyond, as Thal's honored guests. If the fates were fair, the price we paid that day would have bought us victory. Alas, they are not. And now, but 5 years into this 7th Umbral era, the spirit of sacrifice which granted us our strength is all but dead. Look around you. What do you see? A people divided, downtrodden and enthralled. Where are the merciful alms of the rich? Where is the just steel of the righteous? I ask you, is this the great nation our brothers and sisters gave their lives to save? You who call this living, dishonor the name of the immortal flames. It is but a slow death. Our enemies surround us. The savage hordes of the Amalja wait beside our roads, strangling the lifelines of trade. Meanwhile, the Garleans make mock of our borders and despoil our land of its natural wealth. We stand on a precipice, yet we do not act. Whether trader or soldier, monetarist or royalist, all must recognize that a divided Ul'dah stands to fall. Victory and fortune walk hand in hand. Ye who seek glory and wealth, look not to what little you can snatch from your neighbor. but to the boundless wealth of the world beyond. Now is the time to unite. Now is the time to ride forth. In the name of the Sultana, I beseech you. Line not your own coffers, but those of the immortal flames. Seek not to prosper from Ul'dah, but to restore her to prosperity.
Okay.
As the realm prospers, so shall Ul'dah. As Ul'dah prospers, so shall her people.
Ya for Ul'dah!
Together we are one.
Your grace.
Reborn.
It's so cute.
People of Ul'dah, I, Nanamo, 17th in the line of Ul, address you. Much has been made of the wealth of Ul'dah. Yet those who measure that wealth in coins and carats are gravely deceived. For the true wealth of Ul'dah lies in the health, happiness, and hopes of her people. Beloved subjects, I bid you raise aloft the torch of Ul'dah, that her flames might serve as a beacon for all Eorzea to see.
Long live Nanamo!
Glory to the Sultana!
For victory and fortune, stride fearless into the inferno, for we are, by fire, reborn!
Dude, that guy who said glory to the Sultana sounded like Elmo. And no, garlic does not mock their borders. Stop it.
The time is now!
I fancy meeting you again.
Dude, it was Elmo again. The Uldans have a long history of conflict with the Almalja, the beast tribe that worships the primal Ifrit. Judging by your look of distaste, I take it you have encountered them. The Uldans do not shy from confrontation. If aught threatens their precious prosperity, they will seek to crush it. So they have dealt with Ifrit thus far, smothering his flames each time he is stoked to life. Yet he is but one of several problems. Though they have been quiet these past 5 years, the Garleans have not gone away. Meanwhile, refugees continue to arrive in droves, and Ul'dah has no clear policy on how to deal with them. After all, not even the Sultanate's coffers are bottomless, and even assuming they had the coin, resources will ever be finite. Which brings me back to the subject of Ifrit. It has been observed that the Almalja are summoning him with ever-increasing frequency. Every time they do so, the Uldans send their forces to smite the primal, and though they invariably succeed, each victory is brought with blood. It is a war of attrition which they cannot well sustain. Small wonder, then, that the immortal flames are eager to recruit more members. At such desperate hour, an adventurer of your experience would be a most welcome addition to their ranks. Oi! Alright, one more to go. One more city-state to go. And this is where all the crazy people are. Well, not crazy people, but you'll see some interesting folks hanging out in Limsa Laminsa. Let's see if we have any. Find anybody here. Let's see. Oh, this guy. This guy in the pink leotard. Let's see if we find anybody else interesting. Like, seriously, people have interesting outfits around here. Oh, this guy's fancy. Look at that. Oh, man. What type of tux is... Okay, hold on. I gotta examine this guy. He is wearing best man's jacket. Damn it all. I gotta find it. I figure out where to get that from. I could totally use that on some of my retainers. Somebody was playing over here. Oh, here we go. I'll turn this off so you can hear. Yeah, this is a bard. He's trying to play music out here. Not doing a very good job of it, though. Alright, we'll turn that back on. Yeah. Oh, this guy looks kind of cool. I kind of like that jacket. He is a spoony bard. Okay, let's go find Merlvid. Where do we go? The Aft Castle, I think. I'm gonna be a spoony bard eventually, I'm just saying. Wait. Oh man, it was back where I was. Here we go. Gotta go to the plaza. Here to attend the remembrance service. Be quick, the Admiral is due to give her address at any moment.
The Garleans are another matter altogether.
So much for our alliance.
It's sunk beyond the seabed.
Brothers and sisters of the sea, hearken unto me. Look upon this, our mighty crimson standard, and tell me your hearts do not swell with pride. "700 summers have come and gone since our forefathers first ran aground in this fertile bay. In that time, guided by the Mother of Oceans, Limsa Lominsa has grown from humble fishing village to uncontested ruler of the 5 seas and beyond.
Did you look as the Admiral bid you? It is a rather stirring standard, I must say. The crimson field is meant to signify the blood of fallen crewmates, while the black longship represents a pirate vessel.
When the Garlean Empire marched upon Eorzea, we assembled beneath the Maelstrom Standard, and our grand company was reborn. All answered the call, from the Knights of the Barracuda to Hilthier's bloody executioners, and together we met our would-be conquerors upon the field of Carteneau. That day, the world bore witness to the united strength of Limsa Lominsa.
They're totally like, you know, building up this Garlean Empire thing.
I swear to you, no army ever fought harder or with more courage. Yet many of ours did not survive. Join me now in remembering those who fought in the name of freedom and fell. May their souls be returned to the sea.
Freedom. Yes, they have always been rather fond of their freedom. Much as the beast tribes have. Small wonder. Beneath the surface, one would struggle to tell them apart.
It has been 5 long years since the calamity struck. 5 long years of tireless rebuilding. Yet still the wounds of the calamity fester and weep. But when I stand atop the mizzenmast and gaze out upon our battered and broken vessel, I see an undying spirit. Did we not build all this from the wreck of the Galadian all those centuries ago? Shall we not do so again? Yet there are those who would see this ship of ours sink beneath the waves of the restless Rotano. The Sahagin creep ashore seeking blood for their accursed god.
Those fishback
The Sahagin have risen?
While the mines of Ogomoro spew forth kobolds who push ever south, despoiling our lands as they go. These savage beast tribes will be the first waves to crash against our creaking hull. And behind them swells the grim tide of the Garlean Empire. Even now, the curs fly their flags within our borders. Doubt not, but that they will be upon us ere long. We are well nigh surrounded. Yet there are those among us who would rather turn their swords against their crewmates than our cannons against our foes. How can we hope to repel our many enemies when mutiny breeds below deck? There is but one course left to us. One bearing that will bring us victory over the beast hordes and the Empire both, and see this ship safe to port. We must mend the rift the Calamity has reopened twixt Pirate and Maelstrom, and stand fast with our adventurer brothers against the coming tempest. Mark ye well, a crew without unity is no crew at all. 'Tis but a mass of drowned men. To me, then, brothers and sisters of the sea, gather beneath the undying crimson standard, and pledge me your strength, your skill, your wisdom. And with the guidance of the navigator, this great vessel of ours shall ride the waves, till sea swallows all.
Long live the Admiral!
Admiral Melvin!
Gather the lads!
Oh, where's me cutlass?
Where's me cutlass?
I'll follow ye to the seven hells, Admiral!
Fancy meeting you again.
I think these guys are... I think these two are stalking me. They're the enemy of all of Eorzea. So yes. As the Admiral mentioned in her address, Limsa is plagued by two beast tribes. The first are the fish-like Sahagin, worshippers of the primal Leviathan. The second are the kobolds, who dwell beneath the earth and take the primal Titan for their god. As if the beast tribe's presence weren't troublesome enough, the Garleans have also chosen to erect a fortress right in the Liminson's backyard. And that is to say naught of internal strife. As a nation of pirates, there is no end to the blood feuds between the various factions, and while they fight amongst themselves, the Garleans whet their blades and watch. If the Liminsons are to have any hope of withstanding the Empire, they must first resolve their own affairs. Differences must be set aside, and the primal threat dealt with once and for all. To this end, I expect that they will soon take decisive action against the beast tribes. Mark my words, the Maelstrom Standard will be drenched a deeper shade of crimson ere long. That a capable adventurer like you would be a valuable addition to their crew is beyond question. Rislin, this is Minfilia. You are well, I hope? Would I be correct in thinking that the final remembrance service has now concluded? A moment ago, you say? What a coincidence. Jesting aside, I trust you remember our guests from the Grand Companies. Well, delighted though we are to have them here at the Waking Sands, it would not do to keep them in suspense any longer than necessary. In short, hurry back. Alright, go back to the Waking Sands again. Swear, this place is like, be running a frickin' You're running a rut when I go back and forth here. See what Taro has to say. Some people let fame swallow their heads, but I believe that yours will remain in proportion and firmly attached to your body. I think so too, Tataru. I think so. Oh boy, they're all here waiting. Welcome back, Rislin. Were the Grand Company leader's words as illuminating as you had hoped? Aye, each nation is beset with problems. I trust you see now why your services are in such demand. Would that there were more of you, Rislin. But you must be tired from your journey. Why don't you rest a while and take a moment to reflect on your decision? Once your mind is made up, pray give the Grand Company officers your answer.
The gods only know what Grand Company our adventurer friend will keep.
His voice, I just don't like his ARR voice at all.
The wheels of change are in motion regardless.
Brother, are you certain this course is best?
Whatever do you mean, dear sister?
The so-called remembrance ceremonies were little more than standard waving rallies. As though the Calamity and Seventh Umbral era warranted scarcely a mention.
Well, of course they were standard waving rallies. Since you are so observant, mayhap you noticed what mention was made of the Warriors of Light? None. I suppose they must have forgotten the heroes who spared Eorzea a fate worse than the Calamity? No, dear Alize, they haven't forgotten these details. They have elected to omit them. Deep are the wounds the Calamity inflicted upon Eorzea. So deep, in fact, that the realm still bleeds. Needless to say, the beast tribes and their primals do little to alleviate the pain. So, the task of salving Eorzea's wounds falls to the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, with a little help from our friends, the Grand Companies. Remembrance will yield no remedy. If our world is to heal, we must put the horrors of the Calamity behind us.
Our grandfather would never entrust the fate of the realm to despots who rewrite history to their convenience. There must be another way to cure what ails this world, and I mean to find it.
You are most welcome to try. Our paths may differ, but our destination is the same. In time, I dare say we will see eye to eye.
I should hope so.
My lady!
We are to escort you!
Hope does not come into it. We share the burden of this fate, dear sister, and will prevail together or not at all. The salve will serve not only to close up our present wounds, but prevent old ones from opening anew.
Oh, they're gonna make me do it. Well, since I already did this anyways. Ah, I take it the Elder Seedseer's words have touched your heart. Have you resolved to entwine your destiny with that of the Twin Adder? You have chosen wisely, my friend. The Elder Seedseer will be overjoyed. Without further ado, let us speak of practical matters. In order to complete the enrollment procedure, you must report to the Adder's Nest. I dare say you know it well from your wanderings in New Gridania. Give your name to the personnel officer there, and he will guide you through the formalities. I have no doubt but that your deeds will bring great honor to our order. When next we meet in Gridania, I shall be proud to call you sister. They're really gonna make you walk through this whole thing? Oh, they are. Alright. Oops. Well, this has got to be getting close to ending here, because it's almost 5 o'clock, and my voice is starting to hurt again. My throat is getting raw. I think the next stream is going to be a lot more exciting, even though we got 2 dungeons in and Ifrit. But I think there's going to be more stuff, because we haven't seen anything about our shadowy figure lately. And he's still kicking around, that guy. You are welcome to the Adder's Nest, headquarters of the Order of the Twin Adder. Ever do we welcome they who would toil in the Elemental's name for the good of our forest nation. I am here to enlist if you will have me. But you be Rislin Hollis? I thought as much. Our recruitment officer sent word that you would be coming. It is a pleasure and an honor to both to welcome you to our ranks. Now, let me gather some of the relevant documentation. Sir! What is it? Report. An urgent message from Amarisa. I don't know how to say this word. Amarisize Spire, sir. A Highwind Skyways airship has taken fire from Imperial forces in the skies over the East Shroud! Oh my gosh, we're actually getting some action here. Some Imperial action. The vessel's engines were crippled, sir, and it was forced to make an emergency landing southeast of 9 Ivies. 9 Ivies? Gods, this could not have come at a worse time. All but a handful of our forces are presently afield dealing with the Ixal. Rislin, I know full well you have yet to be formally inducted into our ranks, but we have urgent need of your aid. In all likelihood, the airship was bearing civilians, and if the reports are accurate, it will have come down dangerously close to Garlean-occupied territory. Please, make all haste to the area southeast of 9 Ivies, locate the airship, and ascertain the status of the passengers. Oh. Still more stuff to do. Damn those Garleans! Sitting at our borders, waiting to strike. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, hold on. I gotta do this. I gotta do this as, well, I'm gonna do it as a Dragoon. Should go a little faster that way. Adventurer, what are you doing out here? No, wait. Let's find some cover first. You didn't run that far. Seriously. The Adder's Nest sent you. How do I know you're not an Imperial spy? You don't even have a uniform. Peace, friend. We mean you no harm. You are an engineer of Garland Ironworks, are you not? We were alerted to your plight and have come to rescue you. And you are Rislan Hallis, I presume. I was told to expect an honorary serpent. My thanks for your aid, friend. Honorary? I've never seen a craft of this design. It must be Garland's work. Is there no end to the man's treachery? The secrets of Magitech belong in Imperial hands. They are not to be squandered on Eorzean savages. Uh-oh. We are taking this craft back to the fortress. Dismantle it if you must, and bring the engineer. Someone must pay for Garland's crimes. Oh, no! Poor little guy. Imperial scouts from Castrum Oriens. They mean to requisition the ship. Wedge, you have to help him. That fool of a Lalafell was hiding inside the tiny Bronco. The tiny Bronco? But isn't that the Ironworks' latest creation? It's the first airship we've built since the Calamity. The first since Master Garland, well, since he went missing. After years of work, she was finally ready for her first test flight, and she was soaring. She really was, till those bastards blasted her out of the sky. Attend me all. The Ironworks' latest creation must not fall into Garlean hands. We shall strike them, swift and sure, and rescue the engineer Wedge. Rislan, I trust we can rely on your support. May the matron watch over us. With me! And off. We gotta go save Wedge. An arm! An ambush! 2 arms! I really don't look like I am a dragoon. I don't feel like a dragoon with this outfit. Maybe I should just use my dragoon outfit. I don't know. Oh my gosh, what's going on here? I hope it's not like the other one where I killed these, like, Lobi guys and then they just send more. Oh no, what's this? Oh shit. Magitech Vanguard. Gotta kill this guy. What? Where are you going? Oh, for fuck's sake, stop running around. Alright, well, that wasn't too bad. At least it took faster than the other one. Biggs! Wedge, you shouldn't have stayed with the ship. That was a close one. Too damn close. So, how's she look anyway? The auxiliary propeller is a dead loss, but I think we can wring enough thrust from the main propeller to get us airborne. A few minor modifications and we should be able to fly the tiny Bracco home. While you do your work, we shall keep watch over the perimeter. The enemy may be lurking nearby. As for you, Rislin, you have more than done your part today. I bid you return to the Adder's Nest and complete your enlistment. I pray there will be no further interruptions. When next we meet, let it be as fellow serpents of the Order. I, just wanted to say sorry, you know? We're calling you an Imperial spy and all that. Got that one wrong, didn't I? Seriously, though, if it hadn't been for you and the Twin Adder lads here, we'd be chained up in a dungeon by now. I'm your dead friend. We both are. His hair looks like an onion. He looks like a little onion head. Wedge. Thank you. We're very grateful. Alright. Back to here. You know what? I'm tired of this outfit. I'm putting on her old duds. Well, yeah, it actually does look like a little garlic. A little bit. I'm putting on her old duds. Here we go. Yeah, I look more badass this way, I think. Yeah, I think so. He's not a spy. All is now right with the world. It is a little fancy. I kind of like the visor. It looks pretty cool. I like it. I think I like it. I put it together myself, but yeah. Rislin, it does my spirit well to see you returned. Word arrived but moments ago from the team at 9 Ivies. Lest you worry, the 2 engineers are safely on their way. The lieutenant informs me that you were instrumental in the mission's success. Had you not found Engineer Biggs when you did, and helped us to rout the Garleans, things might have been very different. And all this before you were even inducted into the Order. You were well on your way to carving out a fine career for yourself beneath the Twin Adder standard. But without further ado, let us see to your induction. 12 willing, there won't be any further interruptions. They're really gonna make us do this. Alright. I'm gonna get my old outfit back on here too. There we go. This is the one I'm currently wearing. I'll put something else on later. Alright. Protocol requires that I apprise you of who we are and what we do, after which I will invite you to swear an oath of your own free will. The Order of the Twin Adder is the Grand Company of Gridania. It brings together the martial, economic, and technological resources of our nation, that we might stand strong in times of direst adversity, when our very survival hangs in the balance. Our order was formed in the days before the calamity, in readiness to fight the Garlean Empire, and to combat the beast tribes in their primals. Needless to say, our struggle continues to this day. Elder Seedseer Kana Isena is the supreme commander of our forces. Under her wise leadership, we protect the people of Gridania and the sanctity of the Twelveswood. As the entwined serpents that grace our standard, let Forestborn strive as one with friends from afar to ensure that peace shall ever reign in Gridania. In so doing, we honor the will of the elementals, and theirs is the will of the wood. Now then, Rislin Hollis, I ask that you give unto us your oath of allegiance in whatever fashion you see fit. Oh, woods will be done. Let's see, I shall strike down... Oh, yeah, I'm going for that one. I shall strike down our enemies and drink their blood. Gotta do that one. Quite. Your fervor is duly noted. May it lend you strength as you strive to preserve all that is good in this great nation. Look at Brislin is blood hungry. Or like, what was it? Bloodthirsty. She's bloodthirsty. Like, if given the option to be like a bloodthirsty type, response, I always go for it. By the power vested in me, I assign you to the rank of Serpent Private 3rd Class. You are now a woman of the Order of the Twin Adder. Go forth, Private Hollis, and do that which brings peace to the 12's Wood and honor to our name. Yeah, a little bloodthirsty. I mean, come on. I have to live vicariously through my character. Can you hear me, Rislin? This is Minfilia. An officer of the Order of the Twin Adder contacted me with news of your enlistment. My congratulations, Private Hollis. I have no doubt that you were eager to make the acquaintance of your new comrades, but I would ask that you pay a visit to your old ones first. Remember, though you are now a serpent of Gridania, you are no less a scion. Pray return to the Waking Sands at your earliest convenience. There are some friends here whom I would very much like you to meet. We shall be waiting. Oh my gosh, back to the Waking Sands! The distant call of a friend in need, perhaps? As you are needed elsewhere, I shall not keep you any longer. I would, however, suggest speaking with High Serpent Commander Voisail Heloise, I guess, before you depart. He may provide you with assistance on the journey ahead. Do I have to talk to him? Oh, yeah. I don't need to do all that. Please tell me that... Okay. Okay, good. Good. Alright. Then I don't want to do that shit over again. Alright, back to the Waking Sands. We're still on level 20 quests. There's a shit ton of quests from 15 to 20. I feel a little trendier in these clothes. Like, a little more refined, maybe. I like the heels. The heels are nice. I'm sure I'll put together new outfits, but I don't know. I've been doing this thing for 20 levels now. I think I deserve an outfit upgrade. Alright. Okay. Actually, I want to see if anybody's in here. Is Urian J in here? No? Arenvald? Arenvald is here? I hear you pledged yourself to a grand company. Me? I don't think I could do it. I'd never feel like one of them, no matter what the recruiters say. Man, I didn't realize Arenvald was here. I like that guy. I mean, not quite husbando material, but he's close. Oh, here's Ishtola. We will continue to focus our efforts on investigating the primals. The Amalja are not the only tribe that has succeeded in summoning its deity. Fate shall be thy guide. When our purposes become one, once again shall our paths lead us there. What the fuck are you saying, Urian J? Our city of learning is now naught but shadows, ere the light of dawn breaketh. Shall we follow whither the sand blows? I don't know what the fuck he just said. What? I don't. Oh, here's Ida and Papalymo. Let me see if I have this right. You're an adventurer, who's a scion, and a serpent? Golly, how do you keep track of everything? It must be fun pairing up with lots of different people, though. Me? I'm always with Papalymo. Come to think of it, why am I always with Papalymo? Following the calamity, each nation's armed forces underwent large-scale restructuring centered upon its grand company. In Gridania, the Order of the Twin Adder absorbed both the Wood Whalers and the God's Quiver, while the Laminsons enacted the complete merger of the Maelstrom and the Knights of the Barracuda. Ulda is the odd nation out, having made no notable changes to its armed forces. As before, and in spirit of the Sultanate, each entity retains a certain degree of independence. Okay. She is. But she couldn't live without him. They need each other. Welcome back, Rislin. Lady Minfilia awaits you within. Welcome back. It seems you wasted no time putting your skills to work. How do I know? Why, the recruitment officer called to regale me with the tale of your heroics. The pride in his voice was palpable. We Scions are truly fortunate to have you with us, Rislin. Now, when last we spoke, I said that I wanted you to meet some friends. Did I not? Well, I neglected to mention that you have already met. Tataru, please show them in. Who are these peoples? This way, sirs. Hey, it's Biggs and Wedge. Thanks again for getting us out of that mess. We owe you our lives. But I don't think we've properly introduced ourselves. I'm Biggs. And I'm... Gods, man, spit it out, will you? Wedge! At your service! I am pleased to say that Biggs and Wedge will be staying with us for a while. Magitech-driven contraptions such as airships grow ever more vital to the city-states of Eorzea. As a neutral party, it was judged that we Scions should serve as the keepers of this technology. Of course, for this we needed the knowledge of experts, and so we requested the assistance of Garland Ironworks, who very kindly sent us 2 of their finest engineers. Our happy family continues to grow. On behalf of the Scions, I bid you welcome to the Waking Sands. The family is growing. Like every soul here, I love Eorzea, and I count myself blessed to have been given this chance to stand with you all and fight for the future of the realm. Never have I known such fulfillment, such happiness. I have a feeling that Minfilia is turning into waifu material for BB10. I have a feeling. I mean, she's pretty much all the guys' waifu. I mean, she has you running around like a waifu. Alright.
Now, having set aside the formalities, we have a favor to ask of you.
Of course.
Urianger, have the documents arrived from the students of Baldessian?
Aye, my lady. They arrived but recently.
We have conducted a study at the behest of the Order of the Twin Adder. Papalimo, Ida, a synopsis if you would.
Our task was to survey the behavior of the Sylphs, a beast tribe indigenous to the Twelveswood.
Oh, how to describe them. They look like gisselgreens, floating ones, that worship the primal Ramu.
Ahem. Though technically a beast tribe, Sylphs are blessed with a comparatively personable demeanor, conducive to peaceful communication.
Offering us an invaluable opportunity to learn what the beast tribes know of the primals.
While Ramu's existence is well documented, the Sylphs do not, or perhaps cannot, summon the primal any longer, insofar as can be ascertained, until such time as we know. It would be unwise to assume that the threat posed by the primal has passed.
Which leaves Gridania with the added worry of not knowing what they should be worrying about.
In that regard, they are hardly alone. What we can say with absolute certainty is that Gridania has its hands full fending off Garuda, who, I need hardly remind you, is among the most savage and terrible of all known primals.
In short, it is essential that we approach the Sylphs in as diplomatic a manner as possible. Words and actions can be misconstrued. The only sure way to communicate our intentions is the echo. Winning the Sylph's favor may well bring us a step closer to mitigating the threat of the primals. Will you help us? I am grateful.
Lovely. Well, as much as I'd like to help, I'm afraid I would be of little use to anyone in Gridania. A veritable babe in the woods. Ida and Papalimo, however, should be able to see the forest for the trees. Is that not so, Minfilia?
Indeed. You are willing?
Leave it to me.
Us, Ida, us!
When is this part of the new... We're still in part 2! Okay, this has gotta be... It's gotta be almost done here. Because it's almost time for me to start figuring out food. Actually, I've got to go grocery shopping because we have a new refrigerator that is completely empty. So, we got to do that. Alright, so where am I going? I just want to get finished with this part because that would be a good place to end the stream so that we can pick it up, you know, next Friday. We know far too little of the Sylphs to lay any worthwhile plans. We must call upon the Scions once more if we are to. Ah, beg pardons. 'Tis a terrible habit of mine to think aloud. But tell me, what brings you to the Adder's Nest? Oh, I am going to. I'm going to. Well, if it isn't Captain Hollis reporting for duty, that's the zeal I like to see from an enterprising young serpent. Morning, Commander. Sorry to disappoint you, but other business brings us here today. Ida and Papalimo, always a pleasure to see the two of you. My men tell me you quest in the name of the Scions of late. Quite so, Commander. A little bird told us that the Twin Adder was in need of our adventuring prowess. Aye, your little bird sings true. No doubt you've heard that we're investigating the Sylphs, that curious beast tribe that calls the depths of the Twelve's Wood home. The Sylphs are, for the most part, a peaceable bunch, much to the delight of the elder Seedseer, who has no desire to see your people embroiled in yet another fruitless war. The Twin Adder is of the same mind, and 'tis precisely for this reason that the Sylph's relation to the primal Ramu has raised a flag of warning amongst our ranks. Friendly as they may appear, beastmen will be beastmen. Should there be even a sliver of a chance that the summoning of the primal might disturb the balance between Gridania and the Sylphic tribes, it is a possibility we cannot ignore. Better to be safe than sorry, indeed. Do we strike at Ramu, or leave the Sylphs to their own ways? That is the question, yet I find myself lacking ample knowledge to arrive at an answer. Opinions abound within Gridania, but to listen only to one's own is among the greatest mistake a commander can make. I would hear from the other side, the Sylphs themselves, and seek an impartial party to serve as my liaison. That is where you Scions come in. The Sylphs of Little Solace remain untempered, and have held many a productive dialogue with our people. I would hear their candid thoughts on their tempered brethren. That said, I urge you to exercise due caution. Sylphic tradition and etiquette bear little resemblance to our own. It would not do to have any cross-cultural faux pas get in the way of a productive parley. En route to Little Solace, you will come upon the Hawthorne Hut. Our officer stationed there can enlighten you as to how to win the Sylph's favor. May your expedition be a worthwhile one. A friendly palaver with the Sylphs. This should be a pleasant enough diversion. The Hawthorne Hut, was it? Why, I believe the ferry departing from West Shore Pier should take us straight there. A friendly palaver, indeed. I hope this will be as straightforward as you say, Papalimo. You know it's not going to be. It's not going to be.